This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
There's one thing that will forever change the way you sleep, and it's the softest 100% organic cotton sheets from Boll & Branch. You'll fall asleep faster, wrapped in the most luxurious comfort. You'll never sleep hot again with sheets that feel breathable to sleep in. You'll experience the purest softness on night one and feel your sheets get even softer with every wash. Discover the difference with 15% off your first set of sheets at bollandbranch.com with code CUMULUS. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
95.
It's the Bob and Tom Show. Sneezing from the pollen, the chain caught my shoestring. Hit the center bar on my bicycle and almost lost my bearings. I love summer. Good old summertime. I got sunburned on the soles of my feet and sand where the sun don't shine. Sunburned at the beach in pain the whole darn night. So much skin peeled off my back, you could make a set of Samsonite. I love summer. Good old summertime. I got sunburned on the soles of my feet. Lot of sand where the sun don't shine. Putting on a cold, wet bathing suit. Mosquitoes and bees and tetanus shot in the derriere. Something's crawling at the foot of my sleeping bag and flaming marshmallows in my hair. Drop and roll. Caught a baseball with my face. Potato salad in the sun. Salmonella steps up to the plate. Listeria gets the run. Oh, I love summer. Good old summertime. I got sunburned on the soles of my feet and sand where the sun don't shine. I got sunburned at the back of my throat and sand behind my eye.
Many portions of the upcoming program have been pre-recorded, meaning they've already happened. And they're about to happen again. Huh. So where was it? Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're glad to have you here. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Stupid world record. Tom is so excited. And I'm excited because there are dogs involved, but that's about it. A German dog trainer and his team of talented puppy dogs broke the Guinness World Record for the most dogs in a conga line.
Oh. Are they all on their hind legs?
Yes, it's hilarious.
The German dog trainer...
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Is that a little loud? Wait a minute, I can't turn this thing off. Okay, sorry. I found the button. Sorry.
That was rather loud. I apologize.
The German dog trainer Wolfgang Lauenberger achieved the record title after leading 14. 14? That's it? 14 dogs in a conga line.
That's pretty good.
His successful attempt beats the previous record of 9 dogs. Shattered it.
Shadooby. Look at this, guys. Come on.
He broke the record set by
hilarious.
his very own daughter, Alexa.
Now, are they just walking, or do they do that thing where they go dut 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 dut? One leg out. Yes. Dut, 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 dut. Other leg out.
That'd be cool. It's pretty good. My only problem with this, all these dogs are about the same size, and I think comedically it'd be much better if it started with like a Shih Tzu, for example, and then they got bigger and bigger and bigger by breed, and ended with a German Shepherd.
Yeah, they did the opposite. He has the largest dogs. They look like poodles are in the beginning.
Yeah, you have. I mean, you
It
have to,
is
otherwise they'd all be hunched over.
A Great Dane squish in a puddle. Poodle.
And you're probably
it's so ridiculous.
You're
It's the
probably
best.
wondering what were the dogs' names. Well, I have them.
Oh,
Emma, Philu, Finn, Simon, Susie, Maya, Ulf, ULF, Speck, BB, Katie, Jennifer, Elvis, Charlie, and Kathy.
all right.
They're such sweet-looking doggies. They're having a good time,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a world record. So that's better than a lot of the world records we've had.
That is fun.
When's the last time you were at a conga line? Anybody? Isn't that pretty much exclusively a drunken wedding thing?
Yeah, it must have been
think
a
so.
wedding in
I don't
years
think.
ago.
I'm almost certain I've never been in a conga line.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
Dude, you got to cross that one
I've
off.
never done a conga line. I've never done the
Electric slide?
Limbo.
the bunny hop.
You're a limbo man?
No, I've never done limbo.
Oh, you got to live, man.
Yeah, for you and me to do the limbo, we need one of those little carts that they use at gas stations to get underneath the car.
I mean, wheel us under, probably. Yeah, that'd be all right.
Have you done the Macarena?
I've never done. Well, yeah, the Macarena was pretty popular.
You never did the Soul Train line?
No, never did the Soul Train line.
How does that work?
Got people lined up on either side and you go
enjoy
down
it.
the line.
That's fun.
I'm not sure I'm familiar with
You
that.
dance down the middle of all the.
Kind of like the TV show Soul Train, correct?
That's exactly
All
what
right.
he's referring to. You
Which
look
took
up those
place-
videos. They're a real treat.
Okay, well, this is just sweet if you're a dog. You got to look this up. The world record conga line for dogs.
That is fun.
And the
pups.
dogs seem to be having a great time.
Well, sure.
Are getting treats, probably.
Well, they should probably get a sombrero and have them eat treats out of the hat. It's like a giant bowl.
You know
don't,
what?
don't you have one of those sombrero bowls for guac at your house?
That's right. The guac goes in the middle, the chips surround it.
Yeah,
the,
that's a
the
classic.
rim there.
I love that. It's very fun. You know what I like about that, too, is if there's a chance, and it always happens, it's no big deal, you guys. If you spill a little guacamole as you go back to your mouth, with the sombrero bowl, if you spill, it just goes back on the chips, baby. There's no problem there at all.
No, you upcycle, essentially. Yeah.
Oh, what brilliant.
You know, anybody looks happy in a conga line. You realize that? Like, if I were to hold people hostage in a bank, and I finally negotiated whatever with the police, and they said send out the hostages, I would go, okay, you're going out in a conga line, and when they do, the police might go, you know what, this wasn't so bad. No. Look at him.
Let him
Clearly
go.
having a good time.
Just crying.
would have been-
Guys out.
Dog day afternoon. They let the hostages out. Oh, we have the video there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, they are littler.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I don't like that there's a person in front. That wasn't mentioned in the story.
What?
There's a person holding up the first dog.
Is that cheating, you think?
That's absolutely cheating. The dog should
Now,
be.
and this isn't the record. This is the guy's daughter, and then he beat her record.
All this lady's doing is dragging 8 dogs.
Hey.
No, but
Still-
the dogs are all. She's got them all.
We should have never seen the video.
Josh, what if it starts...
Better in my head.
What if the leader is like a small donkey or maybe like a hippo or something?
I mean,
I like donkey.
Look, I know that you've expressed before that you are and I'm quoting you, huge fan of unlikely animal friendships.
Absolutely love it. Absolutely. You give me an alligator and a bird that are friends, get 5 hours on YouTube minimum.
Like those birds that pick the teeth of the alligators?
Yes, they're buddies. and
Have
they
you had a chance to check out Lyle the crocodile?
Yeah, I almost watched it by accident.
I bet you did.
My ex.
Is it
What
a
were you
fun?
looking for?
Is it a new show?
No, it's a movie on something, and every now and then I see it, and my TV for some reason thinks I'd enjoy it, but I have not watched it yet.
Do you ever come across something on your TV so much,
Yeah.
and you just go,
You
you
have
know
to wipe
what?
it
I
off.
have to watch it.
I thought you meant.
You don't come across your TV.
When you say come across, you meant come across.
I just meant.
He meant C-O-M.
So, that's the problem.
No, C-O-M-E.
Like you don't want to watch whatever it is, Johnny English, the Rowan Atkinson James Bond series, but it keeps popping up on all your apps.
Did you finally give in?
Yeah, so one day you just go, I guess that I'm the kind of guy that watches Johnny English on a Tuesday afternoon. This is who I am now.
So you've decided that your TV knows you better than you know yourself.
It does know me.
It's the algorithm, as they say.
And by the way, I watched Johnny English. Tremendous film. I don't know how that didn't win any Oscars.
Yes,
that was funny.
Rowan Atkinson.
Oh, he's the best. Is that the one where he has the turkey on his head?
No, that's the Mr. Bean with what's his name from Sophie's Choice.
That's fantastic. Good morning and hello.
Oh, there they are.
All truck drivers out there.
This is this is a video, Tom, of the most dogs in the conga line. And once again,
Josh, my criticism is, but I still like it. Who am I kidding? I like it.
He's only holding one hand.
He sure is.
I have a question. What do you think the
Look
last?
at these dogs.
What do you think the last dog? What do you? Why is the last dog hanging on?
And yes,
He's so happy to be involved.
he's got the hardest part in a sense.
Yeah.
Really has to keep up.
He's lost contact with the trainer. He doesn't know what's going on.
No one's giving him a back rub.
It's still great.
How do you teach them to do that?
It's so cute.
Well, they really do seem to be enjoying themselves.
That's a fantastic world record. Please watch. You can watch this on the Bob and Tom YouTube show. Is that right, Ace?
You know what I bet the biggest problem is when you're training the dogs to be in the conga line, the way they're positioned is
keeping them from
humping.
How feelings take over when you're a dog and they just go at it.
Yeah, pretty soon it's a canine centipede.
Remember that time I told you I was driving along a major highway and I looked over and there was a dog giving it to another dog and a bunch of his dog buddies were standing around watching it.
Did you really? Like in Boogie Nights?
Yeah. On the driveway?
That's exactly right. It was the scene from Boogie Nights, only with dogs.
Did you roll your window down?
Like he's in the dog pound at Arsenio.
Can you imagine if we saw that?
Give it to her!
If you drove by and there were all those dogs watching that and one guy, there's one human also who's checking it out.
Morning, folks, and welcome to the Best of the Bob and Tom Show for a Monday. This is Christopher speaking. Coming up on the show today, Allie Breen, Al Jackson, Lady Part Chips, Life with Tom, and Tom and the Wrong Drive-Thru. All coming up on the show this morning. But coming up next, Less Stress and the King's Bagpiper. It's coming up here on the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Good night, itchy eyes. Good night, sudden sneeze. Good night to your symptoms of allergies. Xyzal is the allergy medicine you take before bed. It provides powerful relief while you rest your head. Not just all night, but all the next day. Xyzal keeps working, keeping allergies at bay. And without those annoying symptoms disturbing your rest, you can wake up the next morning feeling your absolute best. Remember, be wise all. Take Xyzal. At night.
The following is a paid advertisement for the Joe Jefferson Vocabulary Builder Upper. The Bob and Tom Show does not endorse this product, nor any claims made by Jeff Joseph or anyone affiliated with him.
Here's something new from the creator of the Joe Johnson Memory System.
Hello, I'm Jack Johnson. I get letters from thousands of happy customers who have used my memory system to improve their memory. I get faxes, emails, phone calls, and I even get thousands of letters from happy customers, all of whom have used my memory system to improve their memory's remembering ability. But are you aware that people often judge you based upon the size of your vocabulary? It's true. If you have a teensy-weensy vocabulary, people might assume that you are some kind of diseducated Mormon. That's why I have come up with this new thing that I call the Jeff Johnson Vocabulary Builder Upper. Yes, the Jerry Jenkins Vocabulary Builder Upper can make you seem intelligent, Does it work? Just listen to these ceremonials.
That's right, Joe. My vocabulary used to be small. I only used a fraction of the words and phases available in the English language. Then I recovered the Jim Johansson Vocabulary Builder-Upper, and it increased my vocabulary significantly. In fact, I'm now up for a demotion at work. Thanks, Jake Jameson.
I had yet to furnish college when I relapsed that my vocabulary was very, very not large. I was strangling with my classes when I heard about the John Jennings Vocabulary Builder-Upper. In just a few weeks, I had learned 800 new words and their defecations. Thanks, Jimmy Jackson.
Ever since I took the Jan Jenner Vocabulary Builder-Upper course, I've been able to have really deep conversations with my friends and my coworkers I work with at work. It's also helped me with my clientels during meetings. I sound way more classier than I used to. They often ask me if I intended one of them extensive Ivy League universals. Believe it or not, I didn't. Jake Jorgensen, you're a genius.
The Jacob Johansson Vocabulary Builder-Upper is way more successful than any other program. In fact, I'll garnish it works, or my name's not Jack Gilson. Don't just take my word for it. I've gathered this group of recent graduates to get their assertion. What do you Satisfactory Customs have to say?
Thanks, Jake!
You're welcome. My Vocabulary Builder-Upper is my best ideal ever. In fact, I am so condiment that it will work for you, I will offer a 30-day money-back thingy. That's right. If you do not learn at least 200 new words in 30 days, I will give you a complete refund. Remember, you too can impale your vocabulary and build up your self-esteem. You too can enchant your position in your company and receive the ignition you reserve for your abilities. Call for the Jackie Jackson Vocabulary Builder-Upper today.
Okay, that's a take, Mr. Jensen.
Great, thanks. Hey, did this micrometer sound okay?
Yeah, it was fine.
To order the Josh Jacobs Vocabulary Builder-Upper, pick up that thing you talk into and call 1-800. What's the word I'm looking for?
Thanks, Jake!
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show for a Monday morning. This is Christopher speaking. The gang is out on summer break. They'll be back next Monday morning. We have a lot of great stuff coming up this week and this morning. How about this segment? Less stress in the King's Bagpiper. Let's check it out.
But right now we turn back to Christy Lee at the news desk. What have we missed?
Well, there's a new poll out there, Tommy, that found 1 in 4 Americans would give up this and their paycheck for a stress-free day.
Wow. Their paycheck also.
I think giving up my paycheck would make me stressful.
I know, right?
Yeah. Sex?
Yep, that's right,
Wow.
Josh. The survey, commissioned by Noom, found that 1 in 10 people cannot even remember the last time they had a day without stress. People were willing to give up quite a lot if it meant a stress-free day. 28% would forego an entire paycheck. 26% would pass up sex for less stress.
This is terrible.
The survey was conducted just ahead of World Mental Health Day, which is coming up on October 10th.
You okay over
Stress
there?
and mental health are different.
You know what Noom is?
I'm on Noom.
I don't.
In fact, I was just looking at it on
It's like
break.
a different way to lose weight.
Oh, this is the one that-
psychological.
The
engage
app.
your brain.
Yep, it's an app. See that you log your food and
I don't have that kind of time.
log my way in every
Gotta
day.
eat lunch. So what if you're a hooker then? You go
Well,
broke.
you're giving up both.
Your paycheck comes from. Maybe I'm overthinking.
Well, I bet that's a stressful
What a
That is a lot of
great
stress there.
question. What if you're a hooker?
Sex work is real work.
Don't leave them out.
Of course it is.
Okay.
Japanese authorities are investigating a suspicious briefcase discovered discarded with sex toys inside.
Oh, boy.
Officers in Kakagawa.
Really?
What?
Really?
Kakagawa received a call about an unattended silver briefcase in the parking lot of a cemetery. The Manila Times reports the regional bomb squad was dispatched to the scene. Officers blocked off roads within a 1,000-foot radius. Upon closer examination of the briefcase, authorities said the bomb squad found sex toys inside.
You can't take it with you. Wow, that's rough.
Man, oh man.
Well, we got the...
Why would you just leave them laying around?
Maybe the guy's hands were so full of lube, he dropped the briefcase.
What was the name of the place?
Kakegawa.
Kakagawa?
Kakagawa.
Sounds like Helen Keller watching a porn. Tasteless, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She's blind, right? How did she watch a porn?
Who carries dildos in a briefcase?
That's what I was asking.
Somebody who means business, mister. Okay?
It's like, this seems very...
Door-to-door salesman? I don't know.
It's like a
Hey, lady.
hitman that has his gun in the briefcase.
Is the man of the house here?
Yeah.
Good. I have something to show you.
I have something to show you.
Are you familiar with the Dirt Rocket 5000?
What? So this company has decided to name their product
the Dirt Rocket 5000.
5000.
Well, they have to because they used to have the Dirt Rocket 4000.
Right. Those were recalled.
Yes, and then with digital technology being what it is,
sure,
it's like those new light bulbs.
Yes.
Well, you cannot get over the
What
new
are the
light
new
bulbs.
light bulbs? What are you
What
talking
new
about
light
now?
bulbs?
The LEDs?
Yeah, they're great.
They are great.
They're
Love
crazy bright. I'll
Love
tell
the
you that.
LEDs. Well, it depends. You can get the soft white. You can
get all colors of white.
Yeah. Now the Dirt Rocket 5000 only comes in the one color, Christine.
Brown.
Sure.
That's what it says here. No. It's nice white.
Is it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Then it wouldn't be a dirt rocket.
Well, when you're done with it, it is.
Dirt Rocket 5000.
Now we have
You're going to want to get the cleaner for it, by the way.
Yeah, it's dishwasher safe. We have an interesting story about. It's hard to say this. King Charles.
Yes, we do.
What's he up to? Has he started kinging around?
He hasn't been. The official coronation hasn't taken place yet. Has
Oh, when's that?
I think it was going to be next June or something.
Hey, I was
can't
invited.
remember.
I have to look at the invite. It's hanging on my fridge.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that
The
right?
King Chuck.
You're going to like this story. I'll read it.
Yeah, I can't find it. I don't know what happened to
Oh,
it.
he's going to read it, everybody.
King Charles.
Yeah.
He has a personal piper that wakes him every morning at 9 a.m.
Right.
A piper?
Are you kidding?
It's Pipe Major Paul is the official royal piper. By the way, he's
Hello, King. I'm your royal piper.
Oh, jeez.
over the years, he was the 17th piper to the Queen.
Wakey.
He played the bagpipes during the late monarch's funeral, according to this news.
Going over.
Someone's got a pup tent.
This was a tradition since 1843. The Royal Highness has had an official piper.
Can you imagine?
That's his alarm then?
Yeah.
Well, you never oversleep.
It says Mr. Paul Burns has carried out his first official piping duties as the king worked at his Birkhall home on the Balmoral estate.
Mm-hmm.
I have a brother. He's a twin. His name's Peter.
So this is what I was wondering.
No, it's Peter Burns.
I finally found the story. So he doesn't walk into the prince's boudoir, if you will.
No.
What does he do?
He plays outside his window.
Oh, like John Cusack holding up a boombox.
Yeah.
But he travels with the king. This is unbelievable.
Crazy.
Is he up yet?
Are my tax dollars going to pay this jackass? But the punchline is, the spokesman for the king said, the tradition is for a tap in at 9 a.m., but the king is always awake earlier
Much
than
earlier.
Oh, if I were king, I'd be sleeping until 1. Are you kidding me?
9 a.m., off with his head.
What do we got today? All right. Forget it.
Cancel.
That does seem
That seems a little
ridiculous.
Yeah, they could get rid of that, save some money.
Maybe he does two things.
What's the other?
Butt wiper. I don't know what.
So he's the wiper and the piper.
I shall wipe your ass for you.
Oh, piper. Not with the pipe.
I'm asking this legitimate question.
Yes.
Do you suppose he plays the same song every day?
I think that's a fair question.
I would say yes.
I would say yes.
No, it's kind of a reveille.
Have you seen me chuckle since you picked up that pipe?
You know, I haven't. Is there a problem?
Do you know why?
I can't get enough of the pipe.
Oh, I can. Why? And I have.
Oh, Oh, wait a minute. He plays bagpipes outside of his window.
Oh,
It's not.
That's why I've been objecting to the whole thing with the flute.
You said a
piper.
That's what you call a bagpipe player.
It is. It is what you call a bagpipe
But
player.
you didn't specify
I
that
don't
it
have
were.
to specify it. That's the term that they use.
Piper Doon.
Piper Doon.
So he plays bagpipe. No wonder he's up earlier. I wouldn't want to wake to that. Ugh.
If you were King of England, wouldn't you get any? Tomorrow I'll have the Spice Girls. Go ahead
Ed
and sing.
Sheeran's going to serenade.
Yeah. Make sure he's outside. I don't want it to see him. It's like watching Chucky sing.
I get
to
one
me.
of those. That pipe's not the only thing you're blowing this morning, lady. Good luck.
Okay, here we have the.
I thought it was like a flute.
Oh, jeez.
Got it. This is pretty much the only tune they know, right?
That's the hot cross buns.
Yeah, that's the go-to.
You know, you're right, though.
Do you suppose this guy ever Rick rolls the king? He's like,
the chopsticks of bagpipe.
Never gonna give you up.
Pat, have you ever messed around with bagpipes?
No, not at all.
It's tricky.
Looks tricky
because you got to keep the pressure on that bag to keep the air flowing out.
Another tricky day for you.
Yeah, bagpipes are great in
Fella.
in very small doses.
Mm-hmm.
They can be lovely. They really can. Amazing Grace. My gosh.
And they are called a piper. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either till just now.
So the king. What kind of paycheck does this guy get? Just
handsome one.
Well, it depends on is he first call piper?
He's the king's piper. Does he get health benefits?
Probably.
I bet he does.
Does he go to kids' schools the rest of the day after his? Well, 9:05. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Call it
probably.
a day. Over to the pub.
I'm sure he gets 3 weeks of holiday, as they say.
Yeah. Is there a snooze bar?
Yeah, you throw your shoe at him.
Open the window. Have the footman open the window. And heave a shoe at the royal piper. And no, she's at the news desk. She's Christy Lee.
Oh, that would be me.
About to go on a little vacation.
Yes, going to the mountains.
Cool.
Afraid of bears.
Where you going?
Should I buy bear spray?
Yes.
Where are you going?
No, you'll be okay.
I'm going to the Smoky Mountains.
That's black bear country. All you have to do is make a lot of noise.
Oh, really?
Outside of where?
Outside of Asheville?
Asheville Bears. Chasing after Kristen. Asheville Bears. Boy, are they hungry. Asheville Bears. They're all out of picnic baskets. Asheville Bears. Gonna eat Christy Lee. There you go for your trip.
Aren't they hibernating? Wouldn't they be about ready to hibernate?
They're probably foraging right now.
Yeah, right now.
They're fattening up right now.
Yeah.
There's that fat bear contest going on
Oh,
right
that's
now
right.
in Alaska.
Yeah, the big fat bear.
The one might come out. Pardon me, ma'am. Would you like to see the inside of my cave? Just say no.
Yeah. Okay. I had a horrible nightmare about that last night.
Would you like to see some of my etching
How about
back in
being
my
eaten by a
cave?
bear?
Wouldn't it, yeah, not. I wasn't getting eaten by a
Let
bear.
me ask you this. Did the movie The Revenant turn you on?
No. I was being chased by a bear. I was attacked by a bear. It didn't kill me, but he got a hold of me.
Yikes.
He did eat you, though.
Are you gonna do a lot of
Pawed me.
hiking and stuff?
I hope so. I got to keep my steps up.
Well, ask the locals ask the locals if they recommend bear spray.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
I've heard that you should always carry bear spray. However, you should also carry a gun.
I'm not carrying a gun.
That's what I've heard.
Remember Greg Warren's advice, too. The bear spray is not like off.
Yeah.
You do not spray it all over yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But you want to hit the bear in the armpits.
Really?
So it's kind of like right guard.
Is that right?
Kind of like those old right guard.
I'm envious.
Is right guard still out there?
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
What a year, or what a time to go to Asheville.
You've been there.
I love it. Love the Smoky Mountains
Yeah.
area.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that where you had the hot tub watching squirrels fly around?
Yeah, the flying squirrels. Yeah.
That was down
I
there?
have to-
Yeah. In that
We have
area.
a hot tub. I don't know if we have a hot tub. I'll have to look into that.
Okay. Terrific time.
Did I mention I'm going?
Probably a bear sitting in it right now.
Who are you going with?
I'm going with all my cousins.
Oh, that's kinky.
Can you imagine?
That's going to cut down on the sex.
Yeah. No, it's not,
That's one of them's really hot.
not omitted entirely, but
And
here.
my sister.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, that'll really
Yeah.
cut down.
Freaky.
Just one more for old time's sake.
Oh, gosh.
There you go, Tom.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
your
they have
right
right guard.
A redesigned can.
Yeah, when I
if
was a
you will.
kid, they had more commercials for Right Guard deodorant.
Yep.
Right guy.
Is it supposed to be a reference to a football line?
You've got me there. I don't know.
Right guard.
I think so because I think it was for
actually,
it was meant to
football.
be. Hey, athletic. This is the right guard against odor.
Right.
So it covered two things.
Oh. The left guard, of course, is NPR.
Anything.
They're sort of guardians of the left, aren't they?
Anything left?
It's a joke. Calm down.
Nobody's upset, I don't think.
I think everybody knows.
Okay, Christy, what do you got? What do you got over there? Christy?
Several robot manufacturing companies have pledged not to weaponize their robots. Speaking of guns.
We appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, don't worry, we're not going to weaponize. Oh, okay,
yeah, this is
great.
just like those politicians going,
thank you.
I am not going to run. You ever see those clips where they'll get a guy going, I'm not going to run 40 times, and then they have the announcement of the candidacy.
Yes.
I love those.
If elected, I will not serve, okay?
The 5 companies shared an open letter with Axios detailing their promise not to add weapons to their products. The letter states, quote, we believe that adding weapons to robots raises new risks of harm and serious ethical issues.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. How about sex robots? I'd like the one with the electric cattle prod and the handcuffs.
What were the bots called in Austin Powers?
Fembots.
Fembots. Remember those, don't you? They had guns.
Yeah, they sure
They had
did.
guns
Yeah.
out of their boobs. Yeah. He also had sharks with laser beads on.
What were
their
those, 36 caliber, as it were?
I think they were. Robot dogs are in the news. They're becoming quite popular in China. Photos and videos of people walking futuristic robot dogs instead of actual canines have been going viral. Well, multiple Chinese outlets reported most of the robot dogs spotted in the streets of cities like Shanghai and Beijing. The robot dogs have features like following, rolling, sitting, running, carrying items up to 11 pounds. Well, they're like little Sherpas. Perfect. Some can even perform backflips. Tom, can Hattie do a backflip?
Yeah, I bet she can.
Yeah, your real dog can't she?
Yeah, but she doesn't leak 30 weight onto my carpeting either. She just pees on it. Who would want a robot dog?
Prices for the robotic
You're
pets?
losing all of the joy of having a...
They're popular in Korea.
Are they?
More to eat now.
Yeah, real dog.
Now that the robots are.
Robots range in price from $2,100 to $14,000.
Whoa!
What do you think of a person who says robot instead of...
I've always enjoyed robot.
Who says robot?
I've heard it said. Robot.
Sometimes old people.
I've never heard robot.
A fancy robot. Oh, I love it. I love it. Robot and hamburger sandwich. They get me every time.
Hamburger sandwich.
That's a real old man.
That's real old man, yeah.
We have a tweet for Tom. This is from Nathan. I noticed Tom's ever-expanding wooden stir sticks. However, I've just noticed the entirely too large amount of equal sweetener packets sitting to his left arm. Is he slowly slipping into a hoarder? P.S. Love the show.
No, he uses them. Yeah.
He uses the hell out of them. Yeah.
I'll put them in my drawer.
All right.
So we won't have to look at them. How can he see them, Ace Cosby?
Go to YouTube, baby.
That's right. Go to YouTube, baby. Thank you very much.
YouTube, baby. YouTube, baby.
Okay. You can check out the pictures of my new puppy on Instagram at Bob and Tom. Little feller, but this is the little girl dog, and it's currently in Target shopping. He's a little tiny guy.
Remember when I got a kitten?
She's a little tiny guy.
Hey guys, I got a kitten. Oh, that's enough of that.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to hear about this forever now.
Oh, but this doggy. Have you seen the little?
Well, look how
very cute.
Yeah.
When you see,
that's a cat. You see, this is a dog.
When I see the dog,
you don't have a. Did you see, Chick? Did you hear a news story about robot cats?
No, I didn't.
You know why?
There's no need for one.
Because they're not dogs.
That's right.
Okay.
I see the dog in high heels pushing the cart in Target.
Oh,
with a like Scooby dressed as his grandma. Never mind. Go ahead, take a break.
Coming up, we got pythons in the news. You're not going to believe where they are, and we've got some dumbass. Well, I don't know. This guy may be dead by now.
Oh no!
When the story was posted, he was fighting for his life in a hospital in India. He was kissing a cobra.
Yeah.
Oh boy! Hey,
you want to give me a rough estimate of how many people die of snake bites in India in a year?
Snake bites or cobra? I'm going to say
all snakes.
I'm going to say 1,000.
You're off by 50.
Oh,
it's 50,000.
Oh, it wasn't 950.
50,000.
50,000.
Yeah, I read that in Newsweek, and that can't be true, so I double checked it.
Is it snakes or cobras?
Snakes. All snakes.
Wow.
Yeah.
They need to do something.
Yeah, move.
That's too many. What the hell?
To paraphrase Sam Kinison, move to where the snakes are.
Yeah.
Thank you.
On the show, coming up next on this Monday morning, Josh wants to be a hobo. Let's find out why next on the Bob and Tom Show. This is the Bob and Tom Show for a Monday morning. Welcome back. This is Christopher speaking. In this segment, we're going to find out why Josh wants to be a hobo. Let's get back to the show.
Christy, what do you got over there?
Well, apparently playing on railroad tracks as kids was something a lot of people did.
And not recommended, but yes.
No.
A bunch of us did it.
No.
Yeah, we did.
Before I was 16 and could drive, there are a few of us who would now and then hop on the train going by right at 2 miles down near the McDonald's where the other cool kids went to hang out after school. Yes, I'm probably lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
But it was fun at the time. Thank
Sure.
you, David in Toledo. I don't know if I should read this one.
David is Toledo.
This is from Chicago, or Cincinnati, rather. Terry, my father would take the three of us on the railroad tracks going through Elmwood Place in Cincinnati. We would jump on the trains with them. I was 8, my sister 7, my brother 5. We met a lot of hobos.
We met a lot of hobos.
Once on the railroad cars. It was crazy stuff. Keep up the funny work. Well, thank you, Terry.
That is something.
Wow, I mean, my childhood
Never
could
met
not
a
have been
hobo.
any different from that.
You know, I haven't met a hobo either, and I would love to.
Me too. And I literally...
Are you out of your mind?
No, I'd happily, if I ever met a hobo, let's say walking, kind of in a field with their bindle stick.
Of course.
I go, sir, may I buy you lunch and just hear about some of your adventures? I'd love it.
Well, that seems exploitative. You want to hear his tales?
Of course, but wouldn't a hobo be happy to share?
Oh, you think you're entitled to the tales of hobos. That is for the hobo, my friend.
Oh, man. You know what, Willie? You might be right.
That is a life of wonder.
You got to
lives.
earn
exactly
those stories.
That's what I'm saying.
And a lunch won't cut it.
No.
Maybe a bottle.
Not all hobos are drunks.
Oh, now hang on.
I
Hang on a
think
second.
hobos choose to be hobos.
They
I
do.
don't think that
That's
they're...
the difference, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? Drives them to being a hobo?
What?
Women.
Oh, absolutely.
How many women hobos do you see? None.
You mean hobuses?
I would have thought hobettes, maybe?
Oh, hobettes is, it's smoother. Right.
Hobags?
Hobags is a different thing that you wouldn't want to go with.
Problematic there, Chickster. As woke Willie, I have to tell you, that's problematic. Yeah.
Hobettes.
Yeah.
Hobettes is cute. I like
a
it.
little rough. Hobettes.
You think Tom would let me take a week off just to be a hobo for a week?
Oh, my.
To jump on a train?
He barely
Would you
take a day off.
Facebook Live us?
Really
or
see
Zoom us?
America?
Yeah.
Jump on a train. What, you're just going to take an Amtrak to St. Louis?
No. A boxcar and some cattle train.
Oh, it's going to smell like urine.
Well, of course. Especially after a while, it will smell like mine. Not urine.
I give you 3 days, an honest 3 days on the road as a hobo, and then I think you're back to civilization. I think you check into a hotel. I think you're done with the hobo life.
After 3 days?
Yep. I don't think you can swing it. I think you have one or two Dinty Moore cans or whatever it is.
I guarantee I could go a full 7.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
Yep.
What experience do you have being a hobo, Josh?
Well, you guys know that I've often taken vacations by myself.
Yeah, but you're in a cabin.
And,
That's true.
A cabin and a boxcar they're not that different.
Have you ever been on a
A
train?
boxcar is just a cabin that moves.
Oh, really?
Right.
Gonna bring your own food?
No running water, no
I'll have a backpack.
What are you going to eat?
The food I bring. I'll have Spam. I'll have crackers.
And excuse me, you do not have a backpack. The most you can have is the bindle on a stick. You get whatever can fit in a handkerchief tied to a stick. That's what
I'm
you
with
get.
Willie on this.
No,
one.
a lot of today's hobos have actual backpacks, and
they
I think
do?
I should be allotted.
Oh yeah, I
modern
forgot
day
that
hobo.
new ad that I saw.
Well,
JanSport, the official backpack of hobos
Wait a minute.
And hipsters.
and hipsters. Yes,
What are those? One backpack? Hershey's or what are those?
Herschel's.
Herschel's. Those are really, yeah.
In fact, some hobos even have those giant military duffel bags.
Well, that would be
How would
cumbersome.
you carry that?
What hobos
You throw
are
that first onto the boxcar, and then you got to run and jump onto the boxcar. We've all seen it.
No, we haven't.
Well, now
Where
you're.
are you looking at hobos?
Yeah, you're being a movie hobo, not a real hobo.
Yes, you're like.
I'll have you know I'm a self-described train spotter. I often sit with my binoculars and watch the locomotives.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You're gonna run and catch a train at 30
I've
miles
never
an hour.
run and caught a train, but I could.
Have you ever been on a train?
Of course.
Okay.
I mean, in one of the
Boxcars.
Boxcars, not a seat on the train.
No.
A lot of
Do you
them
know how fast they go?
Yes.
All right.
You don't see a lot of them with the doors open anymore either.
I live near a train track, and they stop. Actually, my house, you could catch the train at my house.
Exactly.
to
There
be
are plenty.
honest.
They slow down.
They do slow down.
Right.
a lot.
Mine stop. They
I got
stop at
this.
my house. So yeah.
There's a big train yard out here to the west too. They stop around.
I have
there
my
a lot.
eye on it.
We would set you up to do this, and then our next discussion on the air would be what kind of prosthetic limb you'd like to have.
It would either that or did you hear Josh was stabbed to death?
Day 5.
Day
Five. He's trying to stretch it out. Bless his heart.
Would you hitchhike there, Josh?
Didn't make it.
Hitchhike to the train? No, I would walk.
Wow.
I'm on my own, baby. I'll tell you what, I'm going to see America like nobody else has seen it.
Morning, America. How are
No,
you?
yeah, right.
Oh, you need to write the Josh Hobo song, Pat.
Oh, we got to write that. Yeah, I'll write that.
Yeah.
Call it Hobo Say What?
I
don't think we should call it that.
Woke Willie, what do you think?
I've never hated myself more for laughing at something.
Woke Willie sounds like a hobo. Yeah, you guess who was in that boxcar? Woke Willie.
What would be
Telling
your
me that
hobo
my
name?
No Fat Chicks t-shirt's no longer acceptable.
Yeah, what's your hobo name?
What's your
Josh?
hobo name?
Oh, you got to come up with a hobo name. Yes, we all need hobo names. There's got to be.
Is there a formula for
Ramblin'
that?
Arnold.
Ramblin' Arnold? Yeah.
Hobo name.
How about
General.
Arnie Trax?
Oh, Arnie
Ooh,
Trax
nice.
is great. That's
Arnie
great.
Trax
Chick,
sounds
you like
a
Arnie
DJ.
Trax?
I
Arnie
like
Trax
Arnie
spinning the
Trax.
wax.
Let's see.
Arnie Trax.
Yeah. What about Arnie Steelbeam?
Steel beam.
That sounds like a porn.
That's right.
Steel Beam, yeah.
There you go.
How about Shaq? Isn't that the name of the hobo on? No, that's the name of Ernest Borgnine in Emperor of the North. Boy, that's a great
How
movie.
about
Oh,
Loose
wow.
Caboose?
Yeah.
Loose Caboose.
There's 49 hobo names.
I like Caboose. Arnie Caboose. Caboose Kelly.
Caboose Kelly?
Yeah, sort of whole legend about me.
Sure,
You
yeah.
don't want to mess
Boy,
with
these
Caboose
are
Kelly.
there are a lot of girl hobos. Apparently, Saggy Jill Rail Riders was.
Saggy Jill
Yes.
Rail Rider, I'll have you know. Sweetest woman, you have to get over her goiter. But she is the sweetest.
Oh, like Frog Face Sally? That's
Frog
another one.
Face Sally has what some call
Frog
frog.
Face
I call
Sally.
beauty marks.
Harmonica Rachel, mistress of the Iron Rail.
Oh boy, Harmonica Rachel can suck and blow.
That's crazy. That's a harmonica
It's a harmonica
joke. It's a
thing, yeah.
harmonica joke. Dan Aykroyd.
Steel rails humming.
Oh, can't you see me sitting on the edge?
Oh,
Hobos love.
there's a hobo called Jackson the Spam Bomber.
Oh, dude, you don't mess with him.
I got Buttercup over here. I got Alligator Snapper. I got Stumpy.
I got Stripper Jack Larson.
Stripper Jack
These
Larson.
are all good.
Yeah.
Pancake Flippin' Williams.
Oh, dude, you want to spend a Sunday morning with him?
Oh, I bet.
Pancake Flipper.
Pizza throwing Josh.
Are these actual hobos?
That's what it says.
Huh.
You know they have a hobo convention in Hoboken. They really do. Like every year in New
Wait
Jersey.
a minute, they do?
Yeah, we talk about it every year.
I didn't know hobos like wordplay so much. That's cool.
Yes, and maybe I could go and say, "Hey, folks, I haven't earned it yet."
Yeah, you haven't earned
it. No.
I'd have to take a train, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't. It's
7 days, you said.
No, I think these are all made up, but they're still funny.
Do you have
Big
to have
Top Joe Hupper.
Do you have to have an instrument to be a hobo? Like, do you have to play the spoons or the
harmonicas.
harmonica?
I was just thinking about. I was just going to ham bone.
Okay. Right. There you go.
Hang on a second. Josh, sit down.
You do. You have to have a talent,
You're
right?
going to hurt yourself.
Well, yeah, you got to be able to stay alive.
Okay, apparently someone, this is David from Cedar Falls, Iowa. And get right back up. He says, guys, I hate to burst your bubble, but if you get caught on train tracks, just on the tracks, it's a $10,000 fine.
Ooh. How can they expect a hobo to pay that?
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I would just look at him and go, okay.
Yeah.
And then hobo my way across the country.
Where's the hobo convention again, Josh?
Well, I had heard Hoboken, New Jersey, but...
Coming up next hour on the Bob and Tom Show, a laycation and afternoon delight is coming up next hour. But next, Tom goes to the wrong drive-thru. If you haven't heard it, it's coming up next, and it's hilarious.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Building a portfolio with Fidelity Basket Portfolios is kind of like making a sandwich. It's as simple as picking your stocks and ETFs, sort of like your meats and other toppings, and managing it as one big, juicy investment. Now that's pretty good. Learn more at fidelity.com/baskets. Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
This is the Bob and Tom Show for a Monday morning. Welcome back. This is Christopher here in the Bob and Tom studios. The gang is out on summer break. They'll be back next Monday morning. A lot of great stuff, though, coming up, so stick with us. In this segment, a hilarious segment, Tom goes to the wrong drive-through. Let's check it out.
Welcome back to the program the day before Thanksgiving. Josh, once again, very nervous about his cooking his first turkey. Very exciting. And now, as it happens, you live more or less directly across the street from the apartment complex where Mr. Godwin lives.
Yeah, literally a 2-minute walk.
And Patty G lives in a apartment complex in an area affectionately known as the Herpes Triangle.
A lot of action over my
Very, very affectionate.
A lot of young singles.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of squeaky bed springs, if you know what I mean.
Uh-oh. And there's some talk of a possible get-together tomorrow with Josh and Pat.
Yeah, why not?
Single men.
Why, and Christy, why don't you come over? Right?
Well, maybe.
Devil's Three-Way.
Might.
Deviled eggs, maybe.
Well, that'd be good for the show, wouldn't it?
Now, Pat, you have a song about this? The trepidation, the tryptophan trepidation. Are those two words? I don't even know.
There you go.
I am on the road doing comedy, not that well known, going through a bad divorce, and after the shows I eat alone. I eat alone, and live a lonely life in a younger apartment complex. Girls call me Grandpa Joe. I wave, lock the door, and I eat alone. I eat alone, my son's the only one that will dine with me. That's 'cause he has to. He is not 18 yet. I wish that Josh would invite me to Thanksgiving. Wow. Throw me a turkey bone. I hear the neighbors moan. I eat alone. Keep checking my phone for Josh. I eat alone. I eat alone.
Oh, that is so nice. Thank
Isn't
you very
that
much,
nice?
Pat.
Maybe he doesn't have anybody.
You know, this is going to be a weird Thanksgiving. I think a lot of people might be alone that normally wouldn't be.
Maybe.
You're right,
because of families not getting together. And it's
Listen to this letter that
And
we
people
got
hating
here.
each other. Yeah.
This comes to us from Sherry. She says, among the many things I have to be thankful for, family, friends, etc.,
Yes.
I also consider myself thankful to have morons like you to listen to every morning.
She means etc., by the way.
Oh, God.
Please, etc., please.
One of the reasons
Irregardless of your ability to
she
speak
hates
English.
you.
Is it? No.
It's not.
Etc.
It is.
Et
He was doing a
cetera.
joke.
I know.
He's being smart.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Etc. and irregardless, both wrong.
Yes.
et
Okay.
cetera.
When people
and
say it, get up
regardless.
from the table and leave.
No, yeah, I inherited that from you. I went to class one time, first day of class, and I had an English teacher that used etc., and I dropped the class.
I'm out of here. And Chick, Ryan says, after hearing Chick McGee do his Denmark accent,
Yes, go on.
I think you guys should hold some sort of charity where if a goal is met, Chick will have to do his Denmark or British accent for an entire show.
Oh, man. Make
You
sure
never get tired of this.
Make sure it's a Saturday or Sunday.
No one would ever get tired of me doing this vote. You, Tom, you think
We have our Scandinavian guy that is our crossword puzzle guy.
What?
Yeah, there's a Scandinavian chap that's.
You have a Scandinavian crossword puzzle guy.
What the hell does that even mean?
You have
he
a
does the
pie
New York
lady?
Times crossword puzzle, even though English is his second language. The guy's a genius. He
whatever.
listens to the show all the time. Maybe we could have him critique your accent, Chick.
Yeah.
What do you follow? I mean, I don't understand.
No, he
You
writes
guys-
in. And,
He writes in,
Oh,
and we
Good
have
man, good
we have
man.
certain things we complain about in crossword puzzles.
Gotcha.
We're on the same team with.
Have you hooked him up with Greg Warren? So we can be on his podcast?
Something I need to do that because Greg has but Greg's new what is his special called again? Corn.
Where the field corn grows.
Okay, and that's
on Amazon
available.
Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Right. So maybe our friend Brett in Copenhagen can.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. Now, Christy.
Tom.
What else have you got out there?
Police in Idaho were called to a Taco Bell for a dispute over hot sauce packets. According to the Rexburg Police Department log, the fast food restaurant did not want to give a customer extra hot sauce packets.
What?
But the person wanted more sauce packets and allegedly held up the drive-thru line. Police arrived, spoke to the customer who left without further incident. He didn't actually hold him up. Like, he didn't ask for
He
money.
was holding
he just
up the line,
held up
okay.
the line so nobody could move.
How doesn't this guy have a junk drawer at his house?
Yeah, no joke.
I have like 400 soy sauce packets.
Well, you don't want to put soy sauce on a cheesy
No,
Wheaties
but I mean,
crunch.
I'm sorry, you do make a good point there.
But a lot of people do have those taco sauce packets in their junk
Yeah, usually you're over-packeted
Yes.
at drive-thrus. I wonder what happened here.
Taco Bell specifically,
Yeah.
they do need to bring back their Verde sauce, though. The Verde sauce was great. It's now gone. Pretty
Okay.
sad. Just me. It's okay.
Yeah, well, I can't believe they had to call the cops.
Well, if the guy won't move out of your drive-thru, what are you going to do?
You just give him 2 packets and move on.
Well, that's
There's a
Maybe he wanted-
chance this
he
person
wanted 20.
Yeah, was completely unreasonable.
I'm not with mayonnaise at Chick-fil-A. I got to have it, man.
And that Chick-fil-A sauce is big at our house. Kids love that
You
stuff.
want to hear the dumbest thing I did this week?
Please.
I was picking up.
How about to save time, just do the top
Well,
three?
I was supposed to pick up a bowl of soup.
Wow.
I'm picking up a bowl of soup is one of his errands.
What do you mean? In the kitchen you're picking up a
No,
okay.
I'm going to the drive-through.
Yes.
Good God.
Being nice enough to get some soup for
Right,
somebody. Yeah.
right, and the drive-throughs are pretty crowded these days.
Yes.
Unnecessary errands, cut down on those.
And this is a place famous for their bread.
Oh, yeah.
sure, yeah.
In some places called St. Louis bread, other places called Panera bread.
Great
Yes,
tomatoes.
right?
I am supposed to pick up the delicious autumn something soup.
Uh-huh.
Harvest.
Autumn Harvest. I drive over there, get in line. I'm in line for 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, my.
Uh-oh.
Get up to the thing, and the lady goes, I said, I'd like the autumn, what's it called?
Harvest, I think.
Autumn Harvest soup. And she goes, sir, this is Chick-fil-A.
Unbelievable. Now,
Are you...
I'm going to say in his defense, and this is barely a defense.
No, stop it. There's no defense for that.
They don't even look alike.
No, but they are right next
They're
to each other.
right next
Oh,
to
is
each
this
other.
the Comedy Club Panera bread?
Yes.
Okay.
So they're
Yeah.
right,
Next to each other.
But
and
my-
I never go there, so I'm really confused.
Jeez.
But I didn't notice until I got all the way up there. So then I felt obligated to buy some delicious Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Whenever I go to that Panera bread, I just feel like I'm about to get bumped, you know?
Oh, because it used to be
the
Comedy
Comedy
Club.
Yeah. So I'm trying over here. I mean, something's happening.
No, absolutely true. So I felt like
How
such
long
an
did you
idiot.
stay in the drive? 10 minutes, 20 minutes, you said.
Oh, and I tell you what, in terms of drive-thrus, the Chick-fil-A has it down.
And it
Yeah, they do.
didn't dawn on you?
No.
You at
never
least got
did.
some nuggets while you were there, right?
I did. I got an 8-pack.
thank you.
Can I get
Good.
one thing off my chest real quick? I was in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru, and then sometimes your food, if you're behind, will come before the
And you
person
can't-
in
and
front
you
of
can't
you.
get
You're
out.
trapped. Yeah.
And there was a moment where someone pulled forward, and the guy in front of me, if he would have pulled up 6 inches, and I did a double tap with the flashers, I'm kind of waving my arms. If at that point, if it's been over a minute, I've been trapped. Is it rude if I just a friendly double honk?
Yes,
Beep,
it
beep?
is.
It's rude.
I think so.
This guy was rude.
The last time I was in a Chick-fil-A drive-thru, I was trapped for over 5 minutes.
You know, I was
Whoa.
trapped for Colorado plates in an SUV. Trapped me in there the whole day. I was losing my mind.
But
You gotta
but
just sit there.
they do the science of the drive-through. They have it perfected. They should be
Yes.
telling.
Yes.
They should be getting the COVID people over there to tell them how to do it faster.
Well, not only that, but they have the little carts, so they push the food to you,
Oh, they're
so they don't
terrific.
get anywhere near
but the
them.
place, I mean,
and-
the place was packed. packed.
Yeah.
That should have been the first clue to me that I was in the wrong place.
Right, and the fact that the people were wearing Chick-fil-A uniforms and
signs
I was
everywhere.
busy on my phone. as I
Panera Bread,
recall.
yeah, like a
You could have looked at your phone and Googled, where is Chick-fil-A? You're there.
red and white.
Then I got home and explained that what had happened.
Boy.
I got.
Did you
Did you still get the soup?
Yes, I went next door and got the soup.
Did you ever-
then I got the
Did you ask for
standard.
Chick-fil-A or
I got the standard. Next time I'll just get it myself.
Did you ever once look out your car window and go, man, I should have gone to the Panera over there?
Nobody in line.
So now,
Boy, that's bad.
Now, in my defense, they are right next to each other.
No, and is this one of yours when you come in here? My day yesterday was a complete. Is this kind of the busy work you make for yourself, being an idiot? Is that what it is?
And I mean, when you're sitting there, it doesn't look anything like a Panera.
It doesn't.
The
I was-
board's different.
I wasn't looking at the architecture. I was
Well,
looking
next
at my
time
phone.
when you're going to a building,
God.
look at the building to see if it's the building you want to be at.
Now, in my defense, I have brought a new witness, Jessica Alsman.
Hello.
Jessica, now isn't that Chick-fil-A right next to the Panera Bread?
It is.
No one disputes.
No one was fighting
when-
that.
and when
Still
We all
doesn't.
said that.
And when you go in from the back, both their signs say drive-through.
There are banks next to gas stations, but you don't pull up to the ATM and try to get unleaded.
The buildings are shaped
And you would blame the bank. Well, they evidently don't have gas there anymore.
So now
This
Josh,
ATM is a weird gas pump where the money comes out?
now I'll ask you this. So, Jessica, every word of this is true. So I'm picking up the soup for Kelly, and I realize I'm in the wrong place when the woman comes up to the. I rolled down my window and I said, "I'd like the autumn, whatever it's called, soup," and she goes, "Sir, this is Chick-fil-A." Now, would you have? I immediately said, even though I'd already had lunch, I said, I'll have do you have the nuggets? And I had to buy something because otherwise, as Josh pointed out, you're trapped in the line.
Right. Oh, those nuggets are and their macaroni and cheese worth the wait.
You
Both
gotta
of
go.
them.
You gotta go chicken strip.
I like the nuggets.
I got an 8-pack of something, and then
8-pack nuggets.
Whatever you get Chick-fil-A sauce with it and just drench it.
Yeah, that's what my kids say too.
But I
They
mean,
want
would
it
you
sold by
would
the
you if you
gallon.
had made that stupid mistake? Would you have also gotten something from the Chick-fil-A?
If I was already in line, yes.
Okay.
Okay, you want to
Absolutely.
hear what I did last week? I ordered a pizza, and it was a small, you know me, a small, tiny pizza, a cauliflower crust or whatever.
Yeah.
And I felt so guilty having them deliver a pizza for $10 to my house that I ordered a medium cheese pizza
For no one.
Wait a second. This is as funny as Josh on the phone at the place, and they ask him how many setups he wants of knives and forks, and he goes 4.
I literally ordered a pizza for no one because I felt so bad. I didn't want the person to drive all the way to my house for like $2 tip. So yeah,
Tip them heavily.
Yeah,
You
you
give
can
them a
tip them
bigger
the-
tip instead of ordering a pizza. You're gonna waste.
Give that money to them instead.
I didn't waste it. The
The
kids
last-
showed up the next day, and
The
ate it,
last
but
time
still.
I stayed at a hotel, I ordered a pizza and was waiting and waiting and waiting. And then I looked at the app and realized I had ordered it to my house. And I called my neighbors and said, there is a pizza on my porch if you would like to have it. And they ate it.
Wait, I didn't get called.
That's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
Josh, one time I was at a music festival in Colorado that was off of I-70, and I called in to get a pizza at a Domino's that was just off I-70. Turns out it was a Domino's in Indianapolis, Indiana.
I-70 cuts through both.
Yeah, it does.
And I was on the phone with the guy. I'm saying, we're just north of the highway. It's west of the mountain. He's going, what mountain are you talking about? Pendleton Pike?
Hey, I'm going to be out a while. I got an order in Denver.
30 days or less.
So, but I think I did the right thing when I at least ordered something.
Yes,
Yeah, you did.
I would have
Yeah.
done the same
Yeah.
thing, obviously.
God, that would feel like such an idiot.
Yeah, that's a rough moment.
More great stuff coming up in just a couple of minutes. Afternoon Delight, hang gliding, and your fart of the day. It's coming up in just a few minutes here on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast here to tell you about Michelob Ultra Courtside. It's getting fans closer to the NBA with a chance to win prizes like courtside seats, a trip to All-Star Weekend, and much more. Check it out at MichelobUltra.com/courtside. Michelob Ultra Superior Access, Courtside 24-25 sweepstakes, no purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents 21 and up. Begins on October 1st, 2024, ends July 1st, 2025. Multiple entry periods. Visit MichelobUltra.com/courtside for free entry deadlines, and official rules. Message and data rates may apply. Void where prohibited.
Pepsid Complete knows that food is one of the best parts of game day. That is, until heartburn strikes. Thankfully, just one chewable tablet of Pepsid Complete provides dual-action heartburn relief with an antacid that starts working instantly and an acid reducer that lasts all day. So you can stay focused on that second helping of chili without worrying about heartburn. All day based on 8-hour symptom relief studies during the day. Use product only as directed.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show for a Monday morning. This is Christopher speaking. Coming up in just a little while here on the show, East Coast correspondent Alec Breen with Sexy Time. And West Coast correspondent Al Jackson is on the way as well. Right now, Afternoon Delight, hang gliding, and your fart of the day.
Thank you very much. Just doing some organizational work over here.
Oh, yeah? Good. It's nice to be organized.
Really? I'm not. Sorry.
You're getting there.
Is he? Okay.
It's going slowly over here. Now, we do have Christy Lee in a great shirt, by the way, or sweater.
Thank you.
That's a nice color on you.
Thank you.
Kind of a purpley, lavendery, reddish, purpley.
It's lavender. I would.
Okay, it's very nice. It's very nice.
Lilac.
Plum.
No, plum is darker. It's like a dark purple.
It's a little
okay.
Taffy, fuchsia.
Fuchsia's pink.
Do you have any friends named Taffy?
No.
Taffy was the name of the singer, right?
Yes.
In the band that did Afternoon Delight.
Taffy Danoff.
Oh, no kidding?
Oh, boy, I didn't know
Bill
that.
and Taffy Danoff. They also hosted their own summer replacement show.
Was it like
on
the Starlight
CBS.
Vocal Band or something? What are they called?
Starland Vocal Band.
Starland Vocal Band.
And he co-wrote, I believe he co-wrote
Inagata-Davida.
No,
Iron
the
Butterfly.
song about West Virginia, right?
Almost Heaven?
Yeah, didn't he write that?
Oh, Country Road.
Country Road?
Take Me Home, Country Road.
I think so.
His name is Taffy?
Her name.
Oh,
her name
well,
is
he
Taffy.
said he also wrote.
Well,
No, I was talking about the Starland Vocal
Didn't they
Band.
have a show on TV?
Yeah,
He did.
I just said.
I just said that.
I'm not paying attention either.
This is a real mess. I am sorry I asked if anyone had a friend named Taffy.
Is it any wonder that we deal in blatant hostility constantly?
I'm surprised Chrissy doesn't have a friend named Taffy. It's sort of a...
No.
Oh, yes, Taffy and I are going to the...
I
think
this
it's
is
different.
true.
Like a bougie
Because
thing?
Taffy sounds kind of like a stripper name.
No.
You don't think so?
Preppy.
It sounds like a
preppy name.
Sounds like a clown. Like, hey, I'm Taffy. That's I see it as lofty.
Yeah, Taffy the clown could pull her tongue out and then it would fly back in like in the cartoons.
That's good. You should see what Taffy the stripper can pull on.
What?
Man.
But I mean, sometimes names are. For example, I know someone who has a similar name to that who's a very sophisticated.
Oh gosh.
I mean, you'd never.
Bill.
Like a Muffy or a something like that.
But has a
I
really
know a Muffy.
really distinguished
Okay, yeah.
job in the State Department.
Bill and Taffy Danoff both wrote "Take Me Home, Country Roads" to.
Time to get up, Willie.
Along with John.
It's so funny. The alarm went off. For those of you who didn't hear, an alarm just went, the classic iPhone alarm. No one bothered to check because we all know it wouldn't be us, except both Griswolds.
Right.
They both went for their phones.
No, because last week
You did
mine
it
went
too.
off.
Yes.
A mistake. Sorry. Yeah. So let's move on. I'm so sorry.
This is trying to. This is like broadcasting in the eye of a hurricane.
Things go off.
Today seems especially out of sync.
How do you think I feel? I could have woken up then. Instead, I woke up early, chose to come in and see you guys.
Yeah, and here we are. And
You're like that. You're like that billboard. Remember the billboard? There's one of these in every city that says, "If you lived here,
You'd be
if you
home
lived
now.
here, you'd be home now."
Yeah.
I was like, they're right. They always make me a little mad.
It was a good billboard.
Yeah, they are effective.
Yeah, it was
Coming out of Detroit.
So granted, I'd have to move to Manhattan, Kansas. At least I'd be home.
Were you done with Bill and Taffy?
yeah. Oh, now you come to me and want me to say something.
Wait,
Okay.
so Taffy is probably short for taffeta. You hear that?
Or it's a nickname. Either way.
Well, I was going to ask where. He's right. What about Muffy? Where does Muffy come from? How did somebody get the name Muffy?
Okay, here's what's going to happen right now.
That involves a hirsute.
This is Chick McGee
groin
talking.
area.
Shut up.
So it could have been Bushy.
If you don't, somebody doesn't fix Tom's microphone or button when he talks to Dean, it comes into my headphones. I'm going to kill someone next break.
And poor Chick has been on this for a few days, but he thinks he's going insane because none of us, it doesn't affect anybody.
Yeah,
but
it's
him.
enough.
We don't
I
hear
hear
it.
his voice all the time anyway.
And people at home might not know this. Chick, 4 days ago, I witnessed you very calmly. Hey, I think there's an issue with my headphones.
And nothing.
And nobody did anything
about it. So yeah.
Yeah, nobody believed you at all.
See, that's Eddie's too busy to work on this right now because I have Eddie working on my turntable so we can play more Tom Jones.
No.
Christy,
No.
this is the song in question.
Rubbing sticks and stones together make the sparks ignite. And the thought of rubbing you is getting
What?
so exciting. Sky rockets in flight. Afternoon delight.
You know what this song is about, Pat?
I think they're.
I remember when
No one told him.
Yeah, they're having sex during the day, my friend.
that skyrocket in flight, no one had ever heard anything like that before recorded. But we lost our minds when we heard that.
Yeah, that's about afternoon.
Whoopee.
Doing
it? Yeah, yes.
I was always baffled that song ends Goodwill Hunting. He's driving away and that's what's playing. Like, why did they go with that?
Well, that's what when you give two entitled ass jerks money to make a movie, that's what happens.
Very good movie. Okay, well let's move forward here. We have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk and the hostilities. What have you got, Christy?
Florida officials are saying 2 Cuban migrants flew from Cuba into Key West aboard a motorized hang glider.
Let them stay.
The Monroe County Sheriff's Office said the pair landed safely at Key West International Airport.
We do want geniuses, don't we?
I think
mechanical geniuses.
Your ability to stay in this country should be based on how clever you are.
Yep.
I think that's really cool.
We can put you to work immediately.
Well, they were immediately turned over to the U.S. Border Patrol. The hang glider carried them approximately 90 miles.
Yeah, you're right. Why are we picking on these two?
Right?
Yeah, here's some guys, innovative, incredibly brave. Come on, welcome to America.
Yeah. Hand them the forms. Go look. You go to the front of the line. You still have to fill these out, but
sure,
you're here.
Yeah, that'll go good. And then in a couple of weeks, 4 more people perished trying to hang. They've heard it's a.
Well, you're applying logic to our idea.
Oh, so you naysayer.
Codicil.
I used to remember when they would have those. What do they call them? Flotillas.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing one that was made out of like a 1954 Chevy, and I thought, these guys, come on,
get them in here.
I guess get them to start working for the people for the Macy's Parade. I love these guys and their families.
Yeah.
Welcome to America.
We can't let them. Yeah, exactly. You now own a Jiffy Lube.
We're just handing those out now.
Well, I'm just saying.
I don't know if anybody else remembers this. There was a very brief window in which, if you were at Disney World, you'd look up and there'd be these hang gliders or whatever. They're not technically hang gliders. What are the ones that are motorized? Whatever those are called. They were the motorized, whatever little glider things.
Okay, we got it.
And
Go ahead.
They'd be being operated by Mickey Mouse.
Oh, no kidding.
And Tigger. Yeah, they'd go flying by.
Yeah.
It was the coolest thing.
Wow.
The characters.
I don't remember that.
It was I think they had to stop doing it. I imagine it probably would have been could have ended up very badly.
Something.
Wow.
Mickey got stuck in a
Mouse,
tree.
Yeah.
Minnie Mouse's carcass being fished out of a pond.
Was it like a miniaturized, radio controlled?
No. They were the
Actual
characters were actually.
Did you
Someone
ever
will
happen?
verify this. I saw it a couple times when I was.
We have to change Dopey's name to Squashy.
In any event,
Well, Goofy was up there flying around.
Somebody grab
Here we go. Who's flying this
Grab a
plane?
shovel.
I'm flying.
You want to buzz the tower?
So I mean, if you have two guys on a hang glider, would you need extra fuel to go the 90 miles from Cuba? I'm assuming.
I have no idea. I'm not up on my hang glider technology.
Oh my God. He's asking questions only
No idea, but they did
a
it.
pilot can answer.
Right.
I know a little
I
bit
don't
about
know.
Cuban
They can make it,
sandwiches, but nothing about
Those
those.
are good.
Two
Cuban
different kinds
breakfast. I have Cuban breakfast.
Like the Batito,
With the
those
beans.
Cuban milkshakes.
Plantains, a lot of good stuff down there.
Another reason to let everybody in from Cuba. Come on in, make more shakes. Thank you.
Oh, we have a note here. Mike Mark just informed me that I was asking the name Muffy if that's how do you get? I said, where does Muffy come from?
Taffy.
Mark says from between the leggies. Thank you for your wise insight, Mike Mark.
Muffy.
I thank you.
Chick, if a woman came up to you and said, "Hi, I'm Taffy," would you even speak to her?
No, I'd speak to her. I'd say, "Excuse me, just a moment." Then you'd hear my car speeding.
Well, that's a mean thing to do.
It just sort of implies a certain.
But there's probably some major nuclear physicist whose name happens to be.
Yeah, you're
Taffy.
right. So sure.
Impossible.
Could be a genius.
That is
Absolutely
impossible.
No
or a
way.
cookie. Do you know a cookie? I mean, we all work with a guy whose nickname is Cookie because he cooked once or something.
Right.
But
he made cookies, I believe.
Oh, okay.
He's a good cook.
And Grumpy was already taken.
Whoa.
Hey, Christy, he's laughing.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Also, Grumpy was taken because it was your nickname.
He was lurky for a while.
He's got a very good sense of humor.
He does.
Okay, so sorry. Anyway, my policy on immigration: if you're flying over an hang glider, by God, welcome to America. Do you think there'll be more of these now? Do you have to build your own hang glider in Cuba?
Yeah, they
Why
sure
are you
are unanswerable questions.
Why are you asking us? We don't live in Cuba. I don't know if
Not
you
only
know
are
this.
they unanswerable, but they're boring. They're really boring. How much extra fuel does it take to fly two guys?
No, this is a fair
over-
question.
Where do you buy a hang glider in America?
Yeah.
I could get one here in 2 days, I'm sure.
Really?
Sure, I'd go on Amazon.
You have.
You can buy a hang glider on Amazon. I'm just getting it delivered to Havana might be rough. I mean, did these guys build this thing?
I'm sure they did. And if they did, and it flew across the ocean and they made it here.
Yeah, it's got parts from a 57 Chevy.
Let's go ahead and see if we can.
Welcome to America, fellas.
If you look up hang glider on Amazon, all
Yeah.
you get are outdoor porches
Right.
and swings for
You don't get-
gliders.
yeah.
You get them to sign the book, and they can,
Okay.
we could use them.
Welcome aboard, gents. Happy
People
to
who are just walking, they're climbing a fence, that's no skill. Although I have trouble sometimes. My shoes are too big for the hole.
Since they flew to Florida, they were probably either naked or on meth, just so they could fit right in.
Yeah, they won't recognize us.
Key West is a lovely place.
And it's bath salts, not meth anymore.
God.
Wow.
Oh, boy. In Ontario, police say a dive team responding to a report of a suspected body floating in a canal recovered the reported remains. Discovered it was a store mannequin. South Simcoe police said officers responded to a report of a body floating in the canal near Canal and Pump House Roads on Wednesday afternoon.
Damn kids.
Discovered the mannequin.
That sounds like something I would have done. We've got, let's go steal a mannequin and throw it in the water and see what happens.
It really does.
That's got me all over it.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think you'd be creeped out if you were walking down the street, you look over at the canal, and there looks like a dead body floating there.
Yeah, that would be awful.
I would like to do it to you just to see what you do.
Oh.
Do you think
Well,
he'd
I would-
ignore it?
yeah.
I'm too busy to deal with this.
If it's a dead body, I'd call the police.
The police are
Officer,
we're on the pay no mind list.
judging by the clothing tag, I think the victim's name is Junior Spring Collection. I'd estimate the age to be forever 21. I'm not sure. Did you see? We had a story last year about a mannequin that washed up on the headless one that washed up on the shore. Did you ever see the pictures of that thing?
No.
It's gruesome. I mean, it's covered in all this stuff, so it really does look like a dead
Yeah, it's
body.
got to be freaky.
So, no thank you.
And finally, today, a Colorado man has officially been named the oldest person to cross the Grand Canyon on foot, rim to rim.
Rim to rim. That sounds like the name of a porno.
John Jepkema
well.
confirmed as the title holder at the age of 91 years, 152 days.
Has anyone seen my wife?
What's his name again?
She was on a donkey.
John Jepkema, Jepkema.
Oh, they should fill in
Jingleheimer
this hole. John Jepkema, Jingleheimer Schmidt?
Yeah, that was that. John Jepkema, Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name, too.
He and a group of friends, probably carried him all the way.
Yeah. Is that what we're calling EMTs these days?
Are my friends here?
What, did he have were donkeys involved too?
They had to be, right?
Right?
He said on foot.
All right.
It took him 5 days. 5-day backpacking hike. After accomplishing the feat, the nonagenarian, he's 91, said, "I long for the relief that death will bring."
Yeah, the next river he crosses is going to be called the Styx.
And he said,
STYX, you see.
And his feet hurt.
The biggest final lie in the history of the world. Yes. You are as old as you think you are. Is that right, old timer? Really?
Boy, I feel bad for the buzzards. Jeez. We're on day 3 with this guy?
And he said, "Stay active and keep moving."
Good for him.
He's right.
Walking jerky. So the buzzards are thinking, this guy,
Oh, boy.
any second now, he's dropping.
You know, we could have been to Arby's by
Hey,
now.
dinner's at 5, guys.
Yeah. What the hell are we doing here?
Pat
Somebody throw a rock at him.
Pat called him walking jerky. Did you not hear that?
Now, Pat, we're going to have to do a rewrite
Of what?
your tribute to Christy.
I know what you're going to say. The number's wrong.
Oh,
Yeah.
us in here?
Yeah,
you
it's
did
9, not 8.
You did a roster
said
of
8, huh?
divorces, and you said
Yeah.
you said there were 8. There are 9.
Divorces in our group.
Yeah.
There are 9, and I didn't want to correct you the first time, but because I thought maybe it was a poetic license thing,
No, it's
and
not.
I didn't want
9
to.
fits, yeah.
Yeah,
You've
it's
got 2, Pat.
I do indeed.
Don't be modest,
I
Christy.
have
You
one,
wanted to correct it.
Christy and Chick each have 3.
And you have 1.
That's what I said. I already said that. So that's a total of 9.
Yeah.
Okay, so have to do a little rewrite.
Who knows how many aces had secretly? He's such a mysterious man.
Were you married at all, Ace?
No, I've never made that mistake.
Yeah.
Came very close.
Couple times.
Didn't you just come very close?
Couple times.
Well, and
It would not surprise me out of everyone that Ace has some heads in his freezer. That would not. I go, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Just lost 90 pounds.
Oh, yeah? How'd you lose 90
Oh, that
pounds?
was a joke.
Oh.
How'd you do that?
That wasn't a setup?
You lost 90 pounds.
See, I know
broke
what
up
he
with
means.
her,
I
is
know
all
what he's
it
talking
is.
about.
Yes.
His girlfriend.
Yeah, he just broke up with her. That's
That
right.
old. I
Yeah,
see.
that
She's
old
a thin
apple.
one. I lost 90
Well,
pounds. She fell off the back of the motor.
Did she weigh 90 pounds with or without her head?
Hang on. So you're dating a 12-year-old? Is that what I'm hearing? 90 pounds?
Did you not see her? She was very skinny.
I see.
All right, let's move forward here.
Pretty, very
What's
pretty.
coming up in
Former
sports?
Miss Indiana.
Yep.
Zero.
Very-
Zilch. Nada.
Okay, that's
Bupkis.
that's the end of it.
That's the end.
Okay, well,
I know 2 hours and a half is plenty. I was overtime last week. Okay, good luck to you.
Okay, I have a
Good luck to
special
everyone.
treat for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'll just pay close attention.
Could you write in
This is
something
this is a little bit of a
Could you
curveball.
write something a little
Focus.
paler next time?
Focus.
That'd help me out.
Focus. Here we go.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Chick McGee, here he is with his fart of the day. That was Chick McGee's fart of the day.
You know what? I've never been happier.
Beautiful thing.
Wait, did you bring those pork girls back in?
I was there when they did it.
I know what you say. I know what you tell us, but you have way too much time on your hands. Okay, you need to start doing something constructive.
We're singing what?
Yeah. We have children. We could be home with.
They're singing.
Yeah,
who's
they're making
that-
us sing
who's that
fart
sexy
of
man
the
with the deep voice, Chick McGee. Here he is with his fart of the day.
You have to send them back in because you have to bring them back in because we need them to sing "Who's That Man with the Deep Ass."
Coming up in just a couple of minutes here on the Bob and Tom Show, a laycation. And great to be with you here on a Monday. This is Christopher in the Bob and Tom studios. More of great Bob and Tom stuff is on the way this morning. Right now, a segment about a laycation and Tom's movies in bed. Yes or no?
When's the last time you spent a day in bed? Just
I had to
hanging out.
I had to spend 17 days in bed after I had eye surgery.
No,
That was
I
the
mean
worst day of
on
my life.
purpose. Like watching movies, doing it, watching movies,
Doing it
eating,
again. I hate watching.
hanging out.
I hate watching movies in bed.
How did I know that?
Far too comfortable.
Yeah, too relaxing.
Yeah.
It's too wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Make a pillow for it. Get
Yeah.
under the covers. No.
No, because at my house the TV is to the side.
Well, you can move that.
Mary and Joseph.
No, you can't. It's attached to the wall.
Bolted down. What are you living a Holiday Inn? What are you doing over there?
You're not allowed to move it.
No, it's attached to the wall.
Your bed moves.
No, it doesn't. My bed weighs like 4 tons.
You have a sleep number bed.
Yeah,
You've got the recline.
No, then I'm up like this looking.
Oh, like you would be in a chair?
Well, wait a minute. Why the hell did you put the TV on to the side?
Why
of
would
it?
you do
Because
that?
if you look straight ahead, there's a wall of glass.
A wall of glass.
Oh, yeah,
Is it a window or a mirror?
It's actually 4 windows.
That would have
Oh,
looked
okay.
cool. You
All right.
could hang it up on the wall. Is it solid glass or just 4 windows?
It's 4 big, huge windows.
Well, say that instead of a wall of glass.
Yeah, I thought you lived in a ballet studio.
What are you, Billy Joel?
What the hell's wrong with you?
So if I'm in my bed,
So switch your bed around,
and
you goof.
the way God intended, of course, when I'm in my bed, my head is facing north.
Crazy.
So if I look to the east, I can see the television. It's on the wall over there.
All right.
But that's
Why
really
the hell do
uncomfortable.
you know the direction your bed
What's
is
on-
facing?
what's
Because I
on
made
the-
sure when I designed the house, that's how it
What's
was.
on the west wall? Can you move your bed to the west wall and look east?
No.
No, but
What,
you,
what do you have to
because you'd be
face
sleeping.
Mecca? Why are you doing that?
Well, first of all, you idiot, Mecca is not to the north. If you do it that way, you're gonna really get lost when you go on your Hajj.
Sorry, you're facing Montreal, whatever it is.
So what does sleeping with your head facing north do for you?
Yeah,
Supposed
what
to
does that
for you?
do?
Because whatever it is, it's not doing it.
This involves levels of physics and magnets that, you're
That
not
I
gonna
won't understand.
No, this is like
And
feng shui,
magnetism.
and you always made fun of that and said it didn't matter.
People who believe in feng shui are morons. The point
but you
is,
believe you have to
Sleeping
have
with
your
my
head facing north.
no, that was
Well, who told you that people who believe in feng shui are morons?
my numerologist.
That's the way you do it.
That's the way it's done, kids.
No, seriously, in my bed, and I have the thingy, then I have a sleep number bed, which I love, and I've got the button you press and bzzzt, and the bed goes up. But then if I
Answer me.
want to watch TV, you got to turn your head 90 degrees, which is
Is it
uncomfortable.
possible if your bed didn't weigh 4 tons, can you move your bed to the west wall?
No, there's a door there.
We should get you a Lazy Susan, like one of those giant Lazy Susans that the Batmobile sits on that you can put your bed on. And then you can zerr.
No, why can't you put? Haven't you seen those things that you put at the end of your bed and the TV comes up?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There are hotels that have that.
Yeah, get that.
You could. It
Rises
just
up.
looks like a bench at the end of
No,
your bed.
because my bedroom is on a slab.
Slab.
It's on a slab.
Well, no, but it
there's
goes-
nothing,
doesn't
there's
go-
nothing for the bed to go into.
No,
there's
it doesn't.
no crawl
Yes,
space.
no,
Tom,
it goes into the
It goes into the cabinet.
cabinet that the cabinet
At the foot of the bed.
At the foot of the bed.
I'm sure Kelly would object because it probably wouldn't match the decor.
and it rises out of the.
It's
All right,
so
well.
cool.
There's a bench there to tie your shoes. Okay, we'll move on. No, I don't like watching movies in bed. Do you?
Yes,
We all do.
Yeah, I'll do it every now and then. Sure, watch football in bed. Yeah,
It's a great way to spend a lazy Sunday.
And rainy
and
like
I'm,
today.
I'm in a
Check
very
local
small
listings.
organization that hates breakfast in bed.
I'm with you.
Hate breakfast in bed.
I would prefer not. I'd rather eat at a table, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you like?
I like coffee at a table with
In another place,
out there,
not
yes.
at your home.
Not, there's no
No.
coffee. Doesn't exist at his house.
I know.
I do not make coffee at my house.
It's out.
So you have to go get coffee
Yes,
somewhere.
I enjoy that every Saturday, every Sunday. The girls and I we typically go. Get
But you won't drink it in the car.
I don't like drinking in the car or drinking coffee while I'm walking. These are perfectly reasonable things. See, we live in a culture in which everything is rushed.
Really?
When you have coffee, you want to
You
sit.
honestly think this is all reasonable?
Yeah.
Your behavior.
One of my
What are you
favorite
going to do
things.
when it's freezing and you can't go get your coffee?
I can get my coffee. They have a door.
Yeah, but you can't sit inside.
Yeah. I'll get in the car, drive somewhere, and drink my coffee.
Wait a minute. All right. If you don't like your coffee as you're walking, you don't like your coffee in the car, where do you drink your coffee?
I know.
Well, I put it in the car, and then I drive somewhere, and then sit down and enjoy it.
So you walk into another establishment with
Where
somebody
do
else's
you drive
coffee.
to?
Okay, wait a minute. I
don't
think
know.
I'm getting a beat on it. Hang on.
Go to a
So you get
library
your
or
coffee. You don't like to drink it at Starbucks either, right? Or wherever you're getting it.
Oh, I used to, but you can't anymore.
Okay.
Well, you can, but you take a chance.
Yeah, you know, you've got.
Yeah, you a gambling man?
Typhoid Annie walks in, with surrounded by a mist of boogers. No.
Is there a market for where you go and just drink your coffee?
No.
Is that a possible?
Why don't
No?
you open up a place
Yeah.
called Tom's?
Right.
And it's just where people can go and sit. And
Just sit and
they
enjoy
can
the
either
day.
take a phone call or they can enjoy a coffee that they got somewhere else or they can
Bring
judge
food?
anybody else that's in there.
But no food.
Oh, yeah, we could have like a big screen, and as people would walk in, you'd rate them.
Yes.
And it'd say,
yes.
like, table 2, how about this dork? And
Yeah.
then people would, that'd be
Yeah.
good.
That's the question every
Now,
time.
today
You
is.
understand you make no sense.
He likes what he likes. He doesn't have
But
to
it
make
doesn't.
sense.
I can't figure out where you're drinking your coffee.
What day is today, Christian?
Today is Thursday.
So my place is open. I'll
All
go
right.
visit with my friend.
Yes. Are you gonna
get the cookies?
My friend Nick.
Yes.
Who doesn't realize that I have no friends.
Get the Nick cookies.
He's all I've got.
He's all
And
that's,
Nick
that's a lot of pressure.
I told
on
you
Nick.
about Nick, that lovely bottle of wine that Willie and I
Right?
got you.
Yes, it's wonderful.
Nick got that. Nick is my wine guy, but I don't drink wine.
So when you buy wine for others, I
Wait a
get
minute.
it.
Once again, hold on. You have a wine guy.
Check, Nick. Right?
You don't like wine.
That's correct.
Anybody else want to jump in here?
No, when I
How
want a
crazy
gift,
he
when I
is?
want a gift, I'll tell Nick, and he'll pick out.
Okay.
He just gave me. I just bought a case of wine from him.
So I want to know, when you go see Nick and you get your coffee, do you stand there and drink your coffee while you're talking to Nick?
Absolutely not.
You'll take it, but sometimes you'll take it back home.
Yeah, or bring it over here, or go to the shack.
So he gives you has he ever done what's wrong with the coffee? Why don't you drink the coffee? Does he?
Because
do
you
that?
can't drink it there.
Why?
Because
of
it's
virus?
closed.
Because it's what?
Closed. You know, you guys, we're treating him like he's crazy, and we keep asking the questions. We're the crazy ones. This is
Right.
entirely on us at this point.
Maybe so. Yeah, maybe you got 20/20 vision. We're all nearsighted.
Yes.
I don't know.
All I know, one of my favorite things to do on the weekend is to wake up and make the coffee. I like making
Me
coffee
too. I
on the
grind the beans, and it's like a
Oh,
thing.
That's but you're way ahead of me there.
What are you doing? Like boiling water in Sanka?
The cup in the Keurig.
I thought you had a pour over or a press or something. Don't
No,
you? Okay.
Do you have real cream?
No, I take my
then
coffee.
what's the point?
I take my coffee black.
Oh, do you know?
Yeah.
Is you're not supporting the dairy farmers?
Oh my
real-
gosh!
Trust me, I support them other ways.
I take it all back. So I'll go visit today. I got it in my schedule. I'll go over there and get.
Yes.
Oh, not the dairy farmers, but
No, to see Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Does Nick know you're coming?
Well,
he knows now.
Man, I hope Nick's listening and
God, I
he's staring
hope
at the radio saying, I'm his only friend. I need him to do that.
Knowing Tom, everybody there is Nick, meaning.
We have more great stuff on the way in just a couple of minutes. A cure for baldness and lady part chips. You don't want to miss that. But next, West Coast correspondent Al Jackson with his weekly quiz. It's here on the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Prime Video. In the small town of Holland, Michigan, nothing is ever what it seems. Behind the tulip festivals and pretty houses lay dark secrets that threaten to tear a marriage apart. Nicole Kidman stars in this darkly twisted thriller about a wife and mother whose quest to uncover her husband's secrets may get her more than she bargained for. Holland, streaming on Prime Video March 27th.
Are your ulcerative colitis symptoms proving difficult to manage? Tremfya guselkumab can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. At 1 year, many patients taking Tremfya achieved clinical remission, and some patients also achieved endoscopic remission. Individual results may vary. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor if Tremfya can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more, or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show for a Monday morning. This is Christopher speaking from the Bob and Tom Studios. The gang is out on summer break. They'll be back next Monday morning here live in studio. But right now, a segment with West Coast correspondent Al Jackson.
Do we have Al here? There we go.
All right, come on.
Oh, look at the gun show.
Look at the guns.
I have the jacket for these pants, and it's 6:20 in the morning. I can't find it, so we're just gonna go like I work at the car wash. Let's do it.
Al Jackson is our guest from Daily Blast Live. Al, I just caught the end of it yesterday, and you had Mark Summers as your guest. He was just in here the week before.
That is, Mark Summers is the homie, and he called me, kind of like old school, like things used to happen in the 80s. He called me to get you guys' number. So he wanted to reach out. I'm glad, he connected. I talked to him yesterday, but yeah, he was really good on the show, and he and I talked for like an hour last night at like 9 o'clock, like two old men as I was leaving Old Navy.
Yeah. Al, I think you gave him my contact, and 10-year-old me freaked out when it said, "Hey, it's Mark Summers," in a text message. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is Belvedere!"
It's like, hey, your childhood is calling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Mark's great, and he it's so interesting that he started working the Comedy Store with Letterman.
Oh, wow.
And Howie Mandel and a bunch of guys that all have got launched into various television careers. So it was really fun talking to him. He knows those guys from before they were famous, Robin Williams and all those guys he worked with way back in the day. Al, off topic, I often ask you if you're going to do what we're doing on your show. I doubt if you're going to be able to do this one, and I don't know if you can see this. I'm holding up a bag of Chaz potato chips, C-H-A-Z-Z.
I was talking to Dino on the phone before he put me on live. Yeah, I've been briefed in the Pentagon.
Well, these have been debriefed.
Some guys prefer that.
Yeah. Can you imagine if at one of your production meetings you even brought this up? They'd fire you on the spot.
You know, I honestly think probably back in the day, but if enough things on the algorithm hit it, and this what it's if it's what you're talking about, it's what we're talking about, Tom. I swear people would talk about it. I mean, all you need is one celebrity to tweet about these, and it's like, where you at, Renee Zellweger? Somebody tweet about this, and we'll talk about it. I swear.
I heard this is the first product that Kevin Hart turned down to do the commercial.
Kevin Hart has done this weird thing, though. He's been able to be up front and center for a long time without really facing that we're kind of burnt out with you backlash. You know, where you got to go away for a little while and then come back. Like, he's been like in everything for like to the point almost like The Rock, where we're just used to, it's just like what it's fine.
Well,
commercial with Kevin Hart and The Rock. Okay, cool.
Wasn't he going to? I thought he was going to be canceled there for a second.
He was. He got asked not to host the Oscars.
Yeah. That's right.
And I think that almost helped him because people viewed him as being less corny because of that. Is that anything?
Yeah. Do you think he's going to go super deep, and it'll be Kevin Hart in some really serious movie? Is that going to be next?
I don't know if that's ever been his thing. Has he ever gotten close? Remember, like Sandler would dip his toe into like being serious. He'd be like,
he's great at it.
And then like he Spanglish or something. Like he was working his way into being a serious actor, and he is now. Has he had?
Yeah, he did something on Netflix that was a little
his Netflix.
Right. Yeah, he's done a couple.
Right.
Yeah.
Some murder stuff.
Okay. And we're going to see Kevin Hart is Macbeth. No? Okay. Well, Al Jackson is one of the hosts of the Daily Blast Live. And interestingly enough, I'm kind of concerned because we have several correspondents. Al is one of them, of course. Kostaki Economopoulos is one of them, of course. Allie Breen is one. And right now we have Al and Kostaki are both newly single.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know about Kostaki. I guess we'll be having a little chit chat.
Yep.
Later today. Have we stopped with the whole narrative that like women are the only ones to like gossip and chat? Because I realize that's friends call it catching up with the homies, but yes, it's you and your phone on you and your friend on the phone spilling the tea. Like, oh, did you hear?
Yeah,
Kostaki. Yeah, it's like it's we always just disguise thing. I was telling my boy the other day because he goes, I'm really into NFL analytics. I'm like, math conference, you nerd. We just kind of give these titles just because we're dudes, but it's like still the same thing. You want to catch up with your friends and see what's going on. So yeah, I hope he's all right.
Oh, he's fine.
Hope he has all the stuff.
Now, if let's say you and I had a lengthy discussion, then you talk to your other friend, would you refer to me as one of your homies?
Oh yes,
really?
Yes. I would just say it wouldn't be. You wouldn't be. You're just a homie. Like you're not even in the pack of homies. You're like that next level up. That's the homie. That's a bigger deal. You can say, I'm cool with him. Like if it's saying I'm going to Philly, who should I talk to? I got a friend. I'm cool with him. But if I say call my friend Tom, that's the homie. Like that means that he will take care of everything. It's a different level when it's a singular homie. Do we?
I feel honored.
Feeling about that in the room?
Al, he's going to come in tomorrow in a tracksuit. This is going to be terrible for us.
Oh, please!
You can't make him think he's cool like this, man.
This
is going to be brutal for
Wait
us.
a second. You just gave me a great idea.
Yeah.
I think because yesterday I rocked my all orange Adidas tracksuit. It looks like now it looks, because the Vols are so good. It looks like I'm cheering for them, but I just got an all one piece, Adidas tracksuit that's orange.
Oh.
I will get Tom a corresponding color.
Yeah.
In the room right now, let's get a consensus of what color. I will order it and send the screenshot in the next 10 minutes.
I would go
And
with
Tom,
the
do you
blue.
promise to wear it?
I literally haven't worn a sweatshirt or a sweater or sweatpants in 40 years.
My vote is
like
gold.
nylon.
Gold is my vote.
Gold. You know, it looks great in that pink hat.
I like the blue.
Yeah.
Well, I got 2 words for you, Al. Lime green.
You get it, I'll wear it, Al.
I'm looking up what colors are available.
You can get Adidas tracksuits like in cool colors. It's like there's a weird underground group of people that chase after those, almost like an offshoot of sneakerheads. And I guess there's websites in Japan. Thank God for that. But there's other websites where you can go and get like the specialty Adidas tracksuits that are only released in Japan. So they'll have like a crane on the back or like some kind of ancient text.
I say the louder, the better. For him.
Yeah. I think lime green.
Yeah, that's
could
good.
go.
That's very good.
Or I like the suggestion of the blue, but I want a powder Dan Fouts 71 blue.
Yes.
Yeah. Like the Chargers. Absolutely.
That's right.
With a matching Kanga hat.
Now, Al.
Yes.
Al is responsible.
I think
for trying
Fouts might have been 81.
Trying to bring me up to speed in the world of hip language.
I think we're going to do that today.
You know what people are going to ask you if we wear that tracksuit and the Kangol hat.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to say, "Are you here to meet the team?" You wait and see. That's going to happen.
Al, we were talking about language yesterday because I'm urging Christy Lee to attend a Halloween party as a classic hippie chick.
Groovy, man.
Yes. So she needs words like groovy, because I don't think anyone has used the word groovy unless they were a legitimate jazz musician or they were being ironic. But
you know who uses groovy now is there's that kid in high school that everybody's trying to find their personality, and he's decided to be like the kid that like only looks like Jim Morrison, only talks like that, and he just commits to that era. And you go to his house and he's got a black. We're like, we get it, dude. You're different. But yeah, I could see like only that guy would be using groovy because he has to commit to it. But really, it's a good idea because all you need is one woman. Is like, wow, he's really ahead of our time by being 50 years behind our time. But yes, do it.
I'm urging Christy to wear a sleeveless sort of hippie dress.
Yeah.
And then take a toupee and cut it in half and put it under her armpits and glue it on.
Isn't that attractive, Al?
Yeah, that's a rough one. That's the one where even people that are pro feminist and like that was the underarm hair movement just didn't take because there's not enough people
supporting it.
Yeah, it's just like it's such a unique look. I mean, I know people are with it a lot. Obviously, there's a lot of people in general, but that one just didn't. We call that a failure to launch, Tom.
Well, give me a hip word, will you? What do you got today?
You know what I was just thinking, Tom, before we get to words? Where's far out been?
Oh, that's a good one. Far
Remember
out.
the phrase far out? Yeah.
Yeah, that's really gone by the wayside.
That's really far out, dude.
There was like a Cheech and Chong weed lingo that was just went away. But Tom, let's get to it. Tom, let's start with something easy.
Okay.
Tom, just tell people, just to get warmed up. What is Skrilla?
Skrilla? Is it some kind of form of writing?
No, that would be a scribe.
Okay, Skrilla. Is it? Oh, I know. It's short for gorilla. Is it a woman of hirsute in the pubic area?
Is it a hairy woman, Al?
Yeah, I don't know. Check her out, man. I bet there's a lot of Skrilla down there.
No.
Wow.
No? Just a fair guess.
Who would you be saying that to?
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe the concierge at a whorehouse. I don't know. I prefer the Skrilla-free ladies.
Yeah.
You kind of weirdly, in a weird way, kind of almost hit it.
Is it money?
Yes.
It is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Does it come from Scratch? Scratch became Skrilla?
I thought it was
so.
No, I thought it was a script from the Army when they used that term for money.
Oh.
It was called script.
So maybe I don't know.
Really?
Skrilla. So you'd say, man, I can't go to that. I'm kind of low on Skrilla.
Yeah, it's kind of a term. I would say Skrilla was big in the mid 90s. It was still a niche word used by just unique, mostly men. But I would hear it every once in a while. Like, oh, I got to go in here. I got to get my Skrilla. But it's really, that's a word that's really gone by the way. So like people don't use that anymore. I don't ever say that, Tom.
Okay, far out. Why did that? Wasn't there someone famous for saying that ruined it?
John Denver said far out.
That's exactly correct.
Far out, or whatever.
That's where it went, Al.
Right.
John Denver killed it.
That's what parents do now. It's like that's what we did with TikTok. Once we're on it, they're like, all the kids are like, all right, what's the next thing?
What is the next
ruining
thing?
this.
Because a lot of parents are on TikTok.
I know they are. And I'm telling, I told the story before on the show. My daughter told me about TikTok. She's 15 now. She told me that when she was maybe 9.
Mm-hmm.
I could have been one of the first probably 10,000 people on TikTok. And I was just like, I looked at it. This is what just disregard kids. I looked, I was like, what is this nonsense? And I saw that you had to like edit music. I was like, yeah, I'm out on this, bro. I would be talking to you guys. It wouldn't be my body. It'd be a golden robot.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be Rob Delaney.
Coming up next here on the Bob and Tom Show, Josh's album, and we're going to taste some potato chips that taste like, well, I'll tell you about it when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Coffee Mate. After watching this season of the HBO's original series, The White Lotus, this is the tropical getaway I needed. One more pina colada, please.
Hey, you're not on mute.
Oh, I thought I was in paradise. Turns out it was my Coffee Mate. Coffee Mate pina colada and Thai iced coffee flavored creamers. Inspired by the newest season of HBO's original series, The White Lotus. For the love of coffee. Try now.
Welcome back to more of the Bob and Tom Show on a Monday morning. This is Christopher here in the Bob and Tom studios. In this segment, we're going to hear all about Josh's album, and we're going to try some potato chips that taste like ladies' parts. Let's listen in on the details.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, Chick.
I'm Chick McGee, king of the 50-50. Yes. And here's Tom Griswold.
This show is largely revolves around obscure references. Do you know what the drink 50-50? Do you remember that?
No, what's that?
I don't.
That is a soda. I don't know if they make it anymore.
50-50?
It was called 50-50.
What?
And I think it was a regional by some beverage company. And it was kind of a lemon-lime tonic water mix or something. But enough of that, because we're going to get to something.
Canfield's. It's 50-50 soda, grapefruit and lime.
Is it still out there?
I
know. I should preface it by saying
I think Canfield makes the Cadillac or cream sodas. I think Canfield
it was primarily used. I know that my dad, I think, primarily used it to as the road to booze.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't a very heavy drinker, but he would 50-50 and bourbon.
Is that how he would? Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's. Bourbon sounds like booze to me. If you're going to put that,
so he would cut the bourbon with a little 50-50.
Yeah. Little 50-50.
When I was a little kid, I would make drinks for my dad.
Yeah,
my father, he would drink one a night, if that, maybe two.
Do you ever look at him and go, "Why don't you get off your ass and get over here and get it yourself"?
My father had polio, Chick,
sorry,
so he didn't really get up and do a lot. He was in a wheelchair for much.
Wait, but at least you got to make him cool cocktails. Your whole life, I had to make you shakes with Metamucil spinach and peanut butter. You know how lame that is.
There you go, Tom.
And time consuming.
I'd argue if I could. By the way, I'll talk to you, Jess. I'll talk to you, Jess. I'm sure a healthy person. The secret to my shakes now,
right,
is riced cauliflower.
Okay,
gives them nice and thick.
Wow.
First thing in the morning, rice, cauliflower, kale.
You got to be walking
flaxseed.
around just farting everywhere.
No, it's not flatulence.
And bricks.
Hey, you pretentious jerk. You know it's not cauliflower. You know that, right?
What is it?
It's cauliflower.
Cauliflower.
I just said cauliflower.
No, you're saying it again. Piece of crap.
50-50, you can still get near the Milwaukee area, apparently. in
No
Wisconsin.
kidding. Oh,
yeah,
well,
it's
Why don't
still
you go
around.
up there and get a 60?
Delicious with bourbon.
Get you run on up there.
I need to explain something. For those that are watching on the TV cameras, how do you do that, Ace?
We're on YouTube.
Yes.
I'm gonna
We're on YouTube,
I'm going to
is what
show
Ace
you
said.
my wrist.
I don't know
because
why
people are
is it-
asking what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
I have a rather massive gash on my wrist. This is from my new puppy.
No, that's not what happened.
Yeah, no, it is.
No, it's not. Pat did a song the other day, and it was void of jokes. And you tried to take. That's what you told me.
You tried to take your own life.
I
Remember?
reached into my little kit down here, and I got out one of these razors, and I slashed myself.
Be
No,
I thought you cut it on something
I
here.
finally realized what happened. The other day, look at this wrist. See all those little marks?
Yeah.
I got in the shower, and all of a sudden it all starts bleeding. This dog, he's got those little puppy teeth. And they they're like starter cuts. And then once you get in motion, your blood starts circulating. They just start bleeding. This thing is just massive.
Yeah, he got you.
I don't think that's from your dog, hon.
trust me, it's from me.
wow.
It's anyway.
That's
so
huge.
little feller.
Did you glue-
Her name, by the way, she's a she. Her name is Hattie.
Did you glue it together?
I put some crazy glue on it. So
Oh,
Have you been tested?
yeah.
You feel a little fluish?
You look a little thin.
Ladies and gentlemen, Willie just sent me a picture of his father's head photoshopped on Meerkat. It's the best thing I've ever seen. It's the absolute best thing I've ever
Very
seen
silly.
in my life. That's Dear Chick. We have we have to set this up, but we will. Josh has a new album. He's recording tomorrow night in Cincinnati and Saturday night in Cincinnati.
Yes.
And he's looking for a title. Josh wants it to be called
Josh Arnold Live.
Josh Arnold Live here. Miles has this suggestion. He says, you should call it Josh Arnold.
You know, when you're right, Miles.
Now, are you spelling it
I was going to say,
I think it's FPPTTFFPP.
But all I know is we had 3 fart sounds, and the only one to survive is number 3.
The one that Christy
I hate
claimed
that.
she hates.
It's
That's
so
the more
wet.
virginal of the.
Once again, this is there's more reasons than one to get YouTube, but this is the best reason. Keep your eye on me, okay? You got the camera on? You got the camera on?
Yeah.
Hi, how are you? Ready?
Oh, give him an award
What do you
now.
think? What do you think?
So
Huh?
moist.
Kind of a Burt Reynolds feel.
Well, you, me, and Burt Reynolds, yeah.
I see what you're saying. Sure.
Dear Dummies and Christy. Jeez. The 50-50 raffle at Eldora Speedway's been well over $100,000 several times. They're more popular than uncultured Tom can understand. You guys always make
Famous
my morning
Speedway.
better.
Great
Make my
place.
Yeah, it's a great speedway.
Yeah.
Great little speedway.
But they do one at the I almost said Redskins, at the Commanders games.
Yeah, well, they do them at all the NFL games, I think.
Both games.
Good times.
Fun time.
How do you get around?
Well, except I don't think
People
they do
walk
them.
around.
I don't think they do them at the Vegas.
I'd never heard of it till today.
Really?
No.
I can't imagine that.
Well, that's because they don't have coupons for the 50-50.
Yeah, you don't get 25% off.
I haven't either. Ace, it must be the
I understand
lofty air that you and I
Oh, right.
fly
Yeah.
in.
I have a buddy, he plays them, but he got a DUI, so he plays the 49-49. It's really sad. They just can't get a chance.
I wish I knew what that meant.
I don't know what that means.
It's a
either.
49cc. You guys don't know enough about DUIs. My goodness. Check
No.
local listings, but in certain states, you can't buy anything with a bigger than 50cc engine. 50 cubic centimeters.
Yeah, that's why they drive mopeds.
So it's 49-49. So can I do it again now that you have the knowledge, or should we just move on, you think?
Yeah, you might have to educate us before
If you
your
like
joke.
silence, do it again.
Wait a minute. That's the title of the new album. Josh Arnold.
You like
if you
silence?
like silence.
That's pretty good.
A Netflix recommendation. If you like crickets, you'll love this.
Ms. Jess Hooker is here with us, and every week you either create a recipe or we talk about something on the radio, and you try to create that, and so we can try it. No, we have something today.
We do. A couple of weeks ago, you guys read a story about a unique flavored potato chip that was available, I think, in Lithuania.
Lithuania.
No,
that's right. It was
is.
Lithuania.
Yeah, right.
They were manufactured there. I do have the story. We can't actually say the name of these chips.
No.
Oh my gosh!
Lady part chips.
Yeah, you could call them lady part chips, but they're called by a more vulgar
Yes,
name.
they are.
So somehow I didn't think that we would be able to have them shipped here, and I found a third party that could help me out and get me the chips. I don't know if I got them legally or illegally, but they're here. They arrived.
Wow.
Now here's the news story. The company that makes the chips, they're called P-word flavor.
Yeah.
Damn right.
This is from the Chaz potato chip line.
Sweet pudding.
Pudding chip.
I like pudding.
Pudding chip.
I said pudding.
With a couple of D's in there.
Yes, dear.
I thought I ate a pudding chip.
This,
You did.
the Chaz potato chip line also features flavors such as mussels, white wine, and Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are unique flavors, but I would say this is the only one that is genitalia flavored. There's not any others, and this is it's really nice packaging.
Yeah, it is.
It's in a large black box.
Yes.
Slightly.
I knew that was going to happen.
It is.
But it's pink on the inside.
They do say that it's actually it's red, but
Oh, red. Well, then we better wait a couple days.
Hey, y'all waiting to Red Sea. I ain't drinking from it.
Just a match.
Now the box it's a little smaller than a shoe box.
yes, it is.
And it looks like a traditional bag of chips.
Yeah.
And it's got the name Chaz.
Yeah, I told everybody it's somewhere between like a snack size and a full size bag of potato chips, right?
Is all of the I can't see from here. Is all of the writing in English?
Yes, well, the front of this package is in English, but on the back there are multiple languages.
Okay.
But yeah, and I read the ingredients, and there's nothing too crazy in here. The front of it says Chaz, pea flavored, 18 plus, limited edition. So
And there's at one point it says for the hot ones.
for the hot ones, yeah.
Is
I
it
guess
a
we're all the
spicy?
we're the hot ones.
Is it a spicy
There's
chip?
nothing
I don't
in here
know.
that would indicate
We
that
could
it
ask
would be
Ace, but you know he won't eat them.
All right. Do you want to open them? Do you want to wait?
They do come in a large black box.
They do.
And then inside the large black box is a traditional chip
How
bag.
about it's a large black container? How about that?
But it's not. It's a box.
Packaging.
Shipping box.
It is a
yeah.
box.
Fur line
with a lot of large lettering on it. It's actually quite a
Are we
piece
going
of
to,
art.
It's nice, yeah.
Should we have someone smell it as it's opened?
Oh,
Are you ready, buddy?
Wait a second. Are you going to do
volunteer.
it?
I'll volunteer.
Yeah.
I'm sitting closest.
What if he
Okay.
just gasped?
Okay, here we go.
She's opening the bag of alleged chips.
Oh my God!
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't know what it is,
What they put in there?
but it
We even got a
smells-
woo out of Jess. Okay.
It
Remind you of
smells.
college
It
there,
smells
Jeff?
chip like there for an instant, and then something kicks your butt.
These smell terrific. They smell.
By the way, for those of you that can't
Don't
see,
stick your face
it looked
down
like
in there.
Josh looked like he was drinking those things where you see those wine guys shove their nose into the glass.
It's got a lovely bouquet.
What do you think, Christy? Does that smell familiar?
Kind of it's to me it smells like sea salt and vinegar.
There's a tang. There's definitely a tang.
Well,
I would hope.
Apostrophe tang.
They're tang flavored.
Well, send it over this way.
send it over to Tom.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They smell kind of.
Now you don't want to just put one in your mouth, Tom. You want to sort of kiss the sides
Yeah,
of
you
the
don't-
bag first, maybe blow on it.
Too direct.
Yeah, blow on it.
This
the alphabet.
This is a really elaborate
Lick it a little bit.
drawing.
Yeah.
It shows kind of a looks like a 50s era. What do you call that? A pinup doll?
girl.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a
Pinup girl,
girl.
rather.
Yeah.
Sorry, pinup girl.
And I think the art on the top is supposed to.
It's
mimic-
rather,
Yes, it's a little.
Oh, I see. It's
Vaginal.
Feminine.
Right,
Let's say
yes.
feminine.
vulva-esque,
Yes.
if you will.
Delicate.
Yes.
Smell them.
Isn't that right?
Gosh.
He really. Wow. I mean, it was like he was taking a hit of oxygen.
What about getting your face in it?
Valentine's Day over there.
If this were a lady, she needs to go to a doctor.
Well, true. Yeah. He's going back for seconds, though, isn't
Yeah.
You're very thorough and generous. Wow.
I'm coming up for air.
You have to do that sometimes.
Willie, what do you think of these?
Let me get in there. Let me see what's going on with these.
They are
father and son smelling these chips.
Memories. You guys are making memories.
After we do this, we'll go out and have a catch, and then
smell the chip.
It's definitely salt and vinegar.
Yeah.
It's very odoriferous.
Why don't should we allow Willie to be the first to try one of these?
I'll get in there.
All right.
Get in there, Wilbur.
I know
Okay, once again, these are
get a good
supposed
one.
to smell like the front naughty of a lady.
They are.
Yeah.
Taste
and taste
and
like
smell,
it as well. Yeah.
Well
Okay.
seasoned. Looks like a conventional
Oh,
potato
yeah,
chip.
dive in. Take a few.
Looks like
Come
the
on.
Wu-Tang Clan.
I
logo.
say that's too big. You're going to regret it.
No.
How does it taste?
I have the ingredients here.
It's not bad. It tastes kind of like an all-dressed chip.
Okay.
It hits ya. There's almost like a creamy texture to it.
Well, that would be
Not necessary.
appropriate. Yeah.
Let me give it a shot.
It ain't bad.
I think if it's a creamy texture, you're having dessert first.
Probably yeast.
Oh,
Wow.
You get that?
I do.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you know what? Yeast extract is one of the ingredients.
Wow,
so that
right,
makes sense,
okay.
right? And also sour cream.
Oh, he's really Tom's kicking in.
Is that? Are
There's
you
a
a
lot of
two-chip
salt
guy?
on it.
He's got
Don't eat
two.
anything.
You're a two-chip guy. Okay.
Two large chips.
In the words of Steven Tyler, going down.
You don't.
You'll regret this.
That's a mistake.
He enjoys it.
You liked it.
You like
Mikey
them.
likes it.
Hey, Mikey. Hey, Mikey.
Is it good?
They're very good.
Well, don't Bogart those. Put it
Here,
chips.
give me
No, but
Yeah,
they just taste like a nice vinegar chip. I would never have associated that.
with that.
It's interesting because vinegar is not listed as one of the ingredients. It is salt, onions, garlic, sugar, cream powder, yeast extract.
Green powder.
It's a really good chip.
Now,
Yeah.
Christy, you've
Sour
experimented
cream.
with these chips in college. Right?
One drunken night. Go for it, Christy. What do you think?
She's,
Christy says no.
yeah, she didn't care for it.
I would call that reaction homophobic.
I guess we'll have to get her
You know
some.
what? Good for you for trying. That's what I say.
Some of those dick chips. They'll be coming.
All right, I'm going to give
Ah,
these
guys, if that's what it's like, I'm man.
Oh no, it's delightful.
No, they don't. They taste like a great, nice, spicy chip.
These are delicious.
Yeah,
They're really
Are
good,
they?
but there's no.
I
never
really
would
like
have.
them a lot.
Okay.
Never would have guessed. Okay, Ms. Jess Hooker is now
I don't know.
taking one of the chips in, and
Nope. Nope.
Nope. See?
What's going on? I don't really.
she's spitting it out. Oh, jeez.
Well,
See, I'm such a chip guy, though. This is my.
Yeah,
I
this
think you're
is
gonna
your
like these,
wheelhouse.
Bread and, this is my bread and butter.
They're very
not
good.
I
good.
love potato chips.
They're very good.
It's not good.
Oh.
You don't like them?
Yeah, I don't care for it.
what?
It's that. It's
Now I
that-
feel like there might be something wrong with me. I think
No,
these are
there's
good.
No, I
nothing
like it.
wrong with
Gentlemen,
you.
maybe we
You're
should get-
entitled to
okay,
your own
wait a minute.
Maybe
opinion.
we should get photographic evidence of
It's,
this.
okay, the
Ace, are you doing it?
against all stereotypes, Ace is gonna.
What's next?
Yeah, because Ace is always a stereotype breaker. What do you think, Ace?
Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
We've been trying to tell you for years.
That girlfriend wouldn't have moved out.
That's right.
Ace, there's no going back. We're going to see you at the Gap later today, driving a Jeep.
I'm tasting something like a
Credit
to me,
score going up.
It smells like a damp base. It tastes like a damp basement or
Oh my
something.
God.
No, I think you have to take 3 or 4 of. You got to really commit.
No.
No, you can't just. You got to dive
Can't
deep.
just eat one.
You're going. Go all the way.
These are good chips. I'm going to bring them to you, Godwin.
Okay. You're going to do it right now? Okay. Well, we'll wait. Once again, these are the Chaz chips that.
I have to have some Lay's.
Can I
I
get a
need
palate
something.
cleanser? Yeah, give me a couple.
Yeah,
of those.
I need a palate
Oh.
cleanser. Ugh.
I thought they were
awful.
delicious.
So the women don't like it.
No.
Ugh.
The initial bite was weird, but after I got through that, it just tasted like a good old potato chip.
Oh, yeah, here
I
we go.
honestly thought it was going to be some kind of salmon flavored chip.
I thought there would be an earthier,
Kind of going after
like
that
yes, a
cliched-
yes, I agree.
I'm,
And
I'm getting an earthy thing off of them.
but I thought I would be a late life lesbian, and this just clarifies I will not. I definitely will not. so
This brings
That's
back memories.
disappointing for many of our listeners. We have some lovely friends in the gay community that probably think that they see your new glasses and go, "Wow, I'd like to
really
try those." Out.
we'll be back, and I might be vomiting.
You really don't
No, the
like
Lay's
it?
really help take that taste away.
I got of all the things I really dreaded this, and I don't know why, but I dreaded the I think because I like potato chips so much.
I think they're really good.
Godwin?
It smells like a Parisian brothel.
Oh, get out of here. As if you knew that.
Oh, I don't like it.
Oh, God. Oh, he's throwing it. Okay. Well.
Oh, God.
You know, 13-year-old boys are going to get a hold of these things and go up to their buddies in junior high, before Mr. Mallon's English class. Hey, bro, smell my fingers.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Bonnie Biskin. Oh, yeah.
You know what? I don't know what it was, but that's a glimpse of Tom's life for real. Who knows who that is?
We have lots more coming up on the Bob and Tom Show next. A cure for baldness and Tom's messy desk. Can you imagine? It's coming up in just a couple of minutes here on the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back to a Monday morning Bob and Tom Show. This is Christopher speaking from the Bob and Tom Studios. This segment is some interest to me. It's a cure for baldness, and Tom's messy desk is discussed. Let's get back to it.
We now turn it over to Christy Lee at the news desk.
Scientists are one step closer to finding a cure for baldness. A team from Japan used something called skin organoids in a petri dish to grow fully mature follicles with long hair shafts. Researchers said the model could prove valuable in evaluating hair growth drugs and for the regeneration of hair follicles. If you'd like to find out more, you can check it out in the journal Science Advances.
What are they called? Organoids?
Organoids.
Sounds weird.
It sounds like a robot penis.
Sir. Yes. Will you please put your organoid away? Sorry.
I can't help it.
Boy, if they get a cure for baldness, think of the number of guys that are going to have to shave off their goatees.
Hey.
Well, that'll be great. We'll see Bret Michaels without a bandana.
Is that why he wears a bandana?
Of course, yeah.
Oh, really?
You guys don't know that.
I don't know that.
He might have a long...
I've seen him without a banana on his head.
What are you thinking of?
Let me tell you something. If Bret Michaels started putting a banana on his head instead of a bandana, I'd listen to that.
He'd be the Carmen Miranda of rock stars. No, Bret's a good guy. I'm just saying, I think if he had a full head of hair, it's not Mo Howard underneath that bandana.
All right. A finger that...
Hey, Josh. Mo Howard
right.
has a lot of hair.
Well, I mean, of the Three Stooges.
Well, a lot of people don't know who Mo Howard is.
Or the Three
Stooges.
Stooges.
Well, they should. That's a shame that they don't.
Well, they should.
They should. I agree
You're
with
right,
that.
Pat. It was a long time ago.
Oh, so who would you say is the contemporary model of someone who has a tremendous amount of hair?
Slash has a lot of hair.
Yeah,
I don't know. You'd have to sit down and think about it. You've been doing Mo Howard for so long, I don't know what to do.
What's that young quarterback's name?
Oh, Justin Herbert.
Yeah, he's got a lot of hair.
He's got some hair.
Pat Mahomes? Is that who you were going for?
Oh.
Pat does have hair, too. But.
Can you give me a...
yeah, you kind of...
Remember the mullet?
Hatchet head, looks like Laura Dern a little bit.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence?
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence.
Do you think more people would get a Trevor Lawrence reference than a Mo Howard reference of the Three Stooges?
I mean...
you just said modern, and he's
100% yes.
Yeah,
More people.
Move it up to Michael Landon,
so.
maybe, then Fabio.
So.
Michael Landon.
That's the 70s.
I thought we were going to go among the
We're going to go slowly with it.
Don't you dare. We've just got it. Would you
Oh, my God.
be open to some advice to update some of your references?
We could give you a little cheat sheet so we can...
Here's the thing. When it comes to mentioning Mo Howard, because Mo Howard had a lot of hair, but he had a ridiculous haircut. That's the gag, you see.
All right, well, Emo Phillips has...
Michael Landon always had a very fancy do. I used to call that show Little Hair Salon on the Prairie because his hair was so nice.
Emo Phillips kind of has that haircut, the little Dutch boy thing working.
Yeah, but I love emo, but more people know who Mo Howard is than emo.
Because you could add... You need another stand. You need a stand for a list.
Yes. How about that? Look at it that way. We could give you some more updated references, and we could add a stand with some You know, and my favorite thing about all these papers, and if you're not watching this on YouTube, you really should. With all these papers, they go around him. Like you look like Neil Peart in his drum set.
It's like Neil Peart's drum set.
But you don't look at any of it. You don't pay attention to any of it.
God. It's like if Neil Peart had a drum set though, where he's just a bunch of symbols that made him more and more confused.
Yes.
You know,
and you struggle every time we go to a break. Where
and then when someone comes in and goes, oh, well, the paper was right here. Oh, I didn't see it.
I think the maddest I've ever been in here is when Tom, for whatever reason,
now
it was
a topic.
2 or 3 straight days of looking at me going, you need to clean up your desk area. And you remember this?
Yeah,
he made me get like this. He
organized it for your pens and pencils,
which is now sitting in my office because we have guests here or whatever, and they can't kick my.
And look at this.
He has 2 monitors.
No, he has 3 monitors.
3 monitors.
He has a computer over there, 2 monitors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stands with papers on them.
Are you going
all
to move?
Perfectly valid.
No, it's not. If you use them,
I've
they
gotta
would
look.
be.
Yeah, Chrissy, just see what that is.
Just lift that paper
That's
up.
about
What's
Bob
it
and
say?
Tom merch.
Oh, yeah, we know how often you talk about that.
Never once out of his mouth. Not a word.
See, that's where
announcements go to die. We know. Yes,
that's the last.
We're
very aware.
No, the thing that Josh and I just read was over there.
Oh, I see.
Once we've read it, I put it underneath.
And it sounds like on the air every time. I don't know why you insist on reading like this. Because every now and then
your mouth is up.
You're not, first of all, shut up. First of all, you're not making eye contact with us, which is always helpful.
Yes.
And secondly, you can tell you're looking off
you're
mic
right.
because your mouth's off
You
mic.
do hear a lot of this. This next sponsored by our.
It's a lot of that.
It's a great demonstration.
If we did that, we need to get Chick's area. Can we get him under control? He just won't really talk into his
you
mic.
have nothing but toys over there. Your little dolls.
Don't you start with my action figures.
I'm just saying there has to be a way to consolidate.
There isn't, and I'm doing it this way, and it's my show.
It's my show.
What are you going to do when you
I
move
am
over
moving
there?
over. First of all, I am switching places with Willie.
It's never
a whole new level of insanity.
What a week that's
never going to happen.
Yeah, and you won't even have
I
that
talked
much
to Dan.
desk
We're getting the
space.
new electronic gizmo over there for me.
All right,
if there's
great.
any way that ship can sink with whatever equipment's on there, we need to.
No, I'm excited because I'm moving to where Tom is. Willie's moving over to this side.
You're all out of your minds.
I'm just hoping that eventually I'll be able to make eye contact with my father in this room. I think that's the end goal over this.
Well, see, because you're way over there. I can't see you.
You just don't go left. You're like Zulu.
You don't go right either.
You don't go left.
I'm like Fox News.
Thanks for opening
Another
that.
joke that you would have yelled at us for me.
We have
I can't
Juan
look over that
Williams
way.
on to give his take.
Okay, sorry. Let's go back to Christy
Back
Lee.
to science. A finger that locks in a bent position can be a telltale sign of another condition.
It's a telltale sign.
Telltale sign. Telltale sign of. Anybody want to guess?
Pepperonis.
No, diabetes.
Oh,
well, if your fingers are locked on a sack of Little Debbie snack cakes.
Researchers.
It's a type 2 joke.
What am I looking for again?
Researchers suspected chick that a locked ring finger or thumb might indicate diabetes after frequently finding the condition in patients who had or developed the disease.
I find that sometimes while sitting in here, my middle fingers get locked in the upright position.
You know what? I can't think of anything now, but what it's going to be like for over under 8 months when you move to your new
it's going to be
place.
awful.
Well, this wasn't here.
I can't find anything.
I don't know where. Well, it was over there. I knew where it was, and
It's going to be funny. It's going to be funny.
It'll be fun.
a whole new level of absurdity.
They'll be looking at you the whole time, Pat.
I know. They'll finally see me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have a special Pat Godwin monitor.
That's
No,
such a
Why
bad
you?
idea.
I'm looking in the window.
Look at him.
Right
I
there.
can't read it because of the reflection. I like to have the full Pat.
So now you're going to have another monitor
That's correct.
And I can't even get a laptop to Google all the weird names that you say from the 40s and 50s of people I don't know.
Get that boy
Mo
a
Howard?
laptop, will you?
We can handle that. We'll get you.
I get in trouble because Willie's on his phone all the time. Yeah, because I had to Google Sea Hunt. Or I had to Google, all these weird references I don't get.
Sea Hunt was a great show with Lloyd Bridges, the father of the great actor.
So you don't have to Google, you can just ask him.
Bo Bridges.
And Jeff.
And his well-known brother, Jeff. Yes. I'm sorry.
And Todd was his adopted son.
It was a great sitcom.
Oh, Todd Bridges? Oh, I see. That'd be...
Oh, too obscure? Say it. I want you to tell me that was too obscure.
No, it's a great show.
Up next on this Monday morning, Life with Tom and East Coast correspondent Allie Breen with Sexy Time. But next on the Bob and Tom Show, the Rubik's Cube, fart sound effects, and iPhone on a roller coaster. Check it out next here on the Bob and Tom Show.
This is a message from sponsor Intuit TurboTax. Taxes was getting frustrated by your forms. Now, Taxes is uploading your forms with a snap, and a TurboTax expert will do your taxes for you. One who's backed by the latest tech, which cross-checks millions of data points for absolute accuracy, all of which makes it easy for you to get the most money back, guaranteed. Get an expert now at TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. See guaranteed details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
And a great Monday morning to you. This is Christopher in the Bob and Tom studios. Welcome back to the Monday Bob and Tom Show. The gang is out on summer break, and they'll be back next Monday morning here live in studio. Right now, Rubik's Cube. I think this had to do with the timing on the solving of a Rubik's Cube and maybe like a sound effect. We'll find out. Plus, fart sound effects and an iPhone on a roller coaster. Let's get the details.
And now it's time for the one and only
Stupid World Record.
How are they today, man?
How did this become a feature?
It's my favorite feature.
A man in Germany has broken a Guinness World Record with his impressive, it says here,
yes,
Rubik's Cube collection.
Now, to make it clear, they're not all just plain Rubik's Cube.
No, God, no.
They're different sizes, different shapes. They have different themes.
No, I figured. You know, they're not Rubik's Cube. They're not all just 3x3. There are 4x4s. There are 8x8s.
I can't do any.
Remember Rubik's Pyramid?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were trying to branch out. You remember? Wasn't Rubik's first name Erno or Enro?
I think it's something like Erno or
Erno Rubik.
But yeah,
Ernie.
Whatever kind of brains that takes, I don't have.
Florian Kastenmeier earned the record title for the largest collection of rotating puzzles, with a collection consisting of 1,519 pieces.
So they can't call it a Rubik's Cube anymore?
Well, no, he has more than just the Rubik's Cube.
The 40-year-old's collection features classic Rubik's Cubes as well as colorful puzzles in the shape of balls, houses, and even fruit. A notable item in Florian's collection is a tennis ball-shaped rotating puzzle.
How about that?
Which he received from tennis champ Boris Becker while Becker was having sex with the guy's maid. In the closet.
And knocking her up.
Isn't that interesting? There is one item Florian would like to have above all others. It's
a wife?
Oh, I was going to say girlfriend.
Close
partner
friends.
of any sex, whatever it works.
Oh, here we go. It's Rubik Cube number 1, the prototype of Erno Rubik's Cube.
Well, where the hell's that, and how would he ever get it?
I don't. He'd have to break into.
You're never getting that. So.
He'd have to break into Erno Rubik's coffin.
He took it with him, huh?
And his coffin actually is a large Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, you have to
Oh, boy, that'd be this guy's dream.
It's like a crypt kind of thing.
You ever have one of those boxes that had the secret? It looks like a solid box, and if you go around and push a button,
Don't mess with those.
Yeah,
Pinhead will show up.
Yeah. Oh, is that the? Okay.
Oh, you don't the lament configuration? Sure.
Okay, and what is it? It's Erno Rubik.
I believe I've been saying Erno all this, but it's Actually, it's spelled Erno, E-R-N-O.
Okay. Well, yeah, I can't do it. Have you ever done it?
Yeah, there's a trick to it.
What's the trick?
You're
being able to think ahead, which I can't do.
No, there's a certain amount of turns you have to do, and you'll solve it every time.
Okay. Well, I know
three to the left, three to the right.
The guys who's juggling 3 of them and solves them all. And
speaking of puzzles, I don't know how. I just noticed this on my button bars where all the sound effects are. And this says, all it says is fart 1.
Okay, let's hear it.
So and it's a second long. This has got to be a winner, right? Okay.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that mouth based? You
Funny.
think?
Is that a mouth? You think
That almost might be that guy's hand. Doesn't it sound kind of juicy?
Oh, it might be John Bizarre. Yeah.
Wow. It could be. Why don't we? Let's dig that up.
Do you have a fart sound over there on your
I
sound effect?
doubt it, but
I've got one.
I wouldn't. Oh, you have one on your little portable. Yeah, that's rather wet.
Yeah, and it has an aftershock, which is always funny.
Okay, enough.
Here's puking.
All right.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah,
realistic.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. You're tired of fart one? Here's fart two.
That one got away from him.
Oh, wait a minute. We got an armpit over here.
Had a little two in it.
Anything?
I got to start the lawnmower. I can't get it.
Visual. Willie is trying to pump his arm.
You got to prime the pump.
I used to be better. I can do like a.
Oh, yeah.
No. Had a special request.
For fart 3, we don't have it up
No,
yet.
we don't have fart 3.
Once again, here's fart 1.
Yeah.
And here's fart 2.
Better or worse? That's how
Which can you hear
proctologists, they're like eye doctors. Number 1?
Better? Worse?
Brown eye
same.
Okay.
Yeah, this is our job. What of it? Oh, wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, fart 3.
That one, you could.
By the way, I was supposed to say all models are over 18.
See, that added a whole new level.
That is just wrong.
Oh, man.
Right now, we return to the sports desk. Is that correct?
That's exactly right. Stupid world record. David Rush has reclaimed the Guinness World Record for the longest guitar chin balance, of which our own Josh Arnold is quite adept at this, I believe. Isn't that correct?
Broom, yeah.
Broom.
Yeah.
Broom right on the old...
Used to do it when I was an usher at the movie theater.
Wait a second.
How long could you keep it up there?
Oh, at one point it was over a minute.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Handle to chin or...
And once I would have broke... yes, handle.
Okay.
And I would have...
Hang on a second. Have you really thought about what you just asked him?
What?
I mean, if you had the broom, if you had the bottom of the broom,
that would be difficult too.
it would be filthy.
Well,
one time I was sweeping the floor in front of the concession stand, and I saw that there was popcorn on the concession stand, so I just lifted my broom and swept it. And my manager goes, "Hey, Josh," and I walked over. He goes, "Could you see where that might be a problem?"
If I want stuff from the floor on my face, I'll just pass out in the bathroom.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Wait, Josh, but you're good at a broom on the chin, but you've never tried a guitar on the chin?
No.
Well, we have all these great guitars, and our producer, Dean Metcalf, isn't here.
He isn't here. Yeah, he's got a couple really good ones in there.
There you go. God,
Hey, this one's signed by an E. Clap something?
Now, take a guess how long Mr. Rush was able to keep that guitar on his chin.
Oh, geez. 2.5 hours.
Well, don't be silly.
I really was.
The length of Inagata Davida, the long one, like 17 minutes or something.
Mr. Rush described the record as a lesson in pain, explaining that he initially beat the record with a time of 1 hour and 8 minutes.
See?
Hoping to do better, he decided to attempt the record again, getting a time of 1 hour 12 minutes.
Okay, so
only
I was
for
twice as...
someone else to beat his record by 45 seconds before he could even submit his evidence. To take the record back, David balanced a guitar on his chin for 1 hour and 35 minutes.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
The weight, the poking into the chin.
The boredom.
Mm-hmm. Well,
how would you like to be the judge sitting there? Okay. Tick, 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 tick.
Oh, that's right. You can't talk because you can't your lower jaw.
Yes, right. I wonder if he listens to music or what while he's doing this.
do you have to be standing? That's what makes it more difficult, or can you be laying down?
You have to. He's standing in the
standing.
photograph.
Okay.
Yeah, because then you could move with it.
Right.
Yeah, I just like to see him do it with one of those mariachi band guitars, those ones that are the size of, or maybe an upright bass. Now we're talking.
I think I know what I'm going to get Dean for Christmas.
An upright bass.
Unless he has this.
What?
One of those things that sometimes mariachi bands have, where you wear it around your waist and it connects to your guitar, and then you can spin your guitar endlessly.
That's great, yeah.
That may be the only guitar thing he doesn't have. I think he has every conceivable. Pat, have you ever tried to balance a guitar on your face?
No, I've never done that.
Have you ever tried to balance anything on your face?
Yes.
Tom, what about you? Anything on your face?
Of course. A drum set.
A drum set? Wow, the whole kit?
Spoon.
Spoon, a little
Spoon's
spoon.
not easy.
Spoon.
Well, congratulations once again to David Rush on all of his records. He always does it to benefit STEM. So good for you, Mr.
Why
Rush.
can't we give this a shot? It'll be fun. And then when Dean comes back, I can go, hey, Dean, you see that shattered Gretsch in the parking lot? Does that have single coil or humbucker pickups? What has it got out there?
It's hard to tell once they've been run over by the UPS truck.
Willie, Dean already doesn't care for me much.
Oh, so now we're just saying things that are true on air.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But, I don't want to break one of his guitars.
Okay.
Me
Let's move.
either.
Is that sports?
Can't we get a Photoshop of us sort of kind of balancing one? Never mind.
Yeah, I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's sports.
Rocky, this is what you farted for.
Where you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. Jessica Alsman.
Apple's new crash detection feature for the iPhone 14 and new Apple Watch models is being triggered by roller coasters.
Really?
The Wall Street Journal reports that Miss Sarah White was riding the Mystic Timbers roller coaster at Kings Island Amusement Park in Ohio when her 2-day-old iPhone 14 Pro, which she had secured in her fanny pack, dialed 911. The call to the Warren County Communications Center played an automated voice message that said the owner of this iPhone was in a severe car crash and is not responding to their phone.
Oh, my gosh.
After getting off the coaster, White saw she had missed calls and voicemails from an emergency dispatcher asking if she was okay. The dispatcher shared 6 recordings of the iPhone crash detection calls from people on Kings Island rides, all received since the new iPhone 14
You understand
models.
what's happening here?
Yeah.
And there was a thing last week in which it went off in a legitimate car crash. And unfortunately, there were a lot of people that were deceased following the crash, but it's a great idea. I just, obviously, it shouldn't just be going off when you're on the roller coaster.
No.
Or maybe, I don't know,
Right.
I wonder if it'll go off in the bumper cars. How much of a...
Yeah, well, I bet it would.
Maybe.
But apparently they suggest that you... if you're going to be going on a roller coaster ride or something, you can put your iPhone on, what is it, airplane mode?
Put your
That'll-
Apple Watch, the iPhone 14 airplane mode. Easy peasy.
And I was thinking about this, and this is not meant to be humorous. I wonder if they could do a similar thing with the NFL and with helmets. Could they get some kind of device that would register the however they quantify hits to the head?
I'm sure they already have that.
But it would be in
During
their helmet
testing.
that it would be, it would dial 911. But it would do the equivalent of that. It would
Well,
alert
why would you want that? If
to help prevent
Well-
brain concussions.
Alert
yeah.
medical staff, not...
but all the games would be stopped like 7 or 8 times during the game for ambulances to be on the field.
Well, I mean that's nice to show. I'm wondering
Like
if that
measure how
technology.
hard a certain part of the helmet got hit.
Yeah, I mean
which
they
would-
have to be thinking about something like that. But in any event, I'm wondering if iPhones. This is the iPhone 14, the newer one that has this thing. And don't cars? So some cars have a similar thing that if you have a certain service, if you get into a crash, it'll call.
My car, I had a crash, I don't know, 10 years ago.
And it called the 911 for you?
Hi, are you okay? Yeah, one of those deals.
Maybe they need to have like a fun mode on the iPhone 14. So if you're at an amusement park, it knows you're not in a severe, deadly crash. Just, I don't know.
Apple. They always had to have their nose in it. I don't want my phone to know that I was in a wreck.
Yeah?
Really?
Mind your own business, phone.
Really? So you're there bleeding to death.
Hey, Apple, he's kidding, of course.
not.
I think we're all okay with Apple.
You're always in my business.
Right, guys? Oh, okay, good.
I just
What are
like
you
it
doing,
because
man?
I just like it because the iPhone, if you're on a roller coaster, it gives you extra steps at the end of the day. Oh wow, I got 15,000 in today.
What?
I was sitting on my ass on a roller coaster.
That is very silly. A grown man that goes to the park every day. I'm going to get my exercise. And he gets on the roller coaster. And...
I don't know when it happened, but I used to be a roller coaster guy.
Yeah.
I loved roller coasters, and now I wouldn't get on a roller coaster
Now,
for a bet.
was she on the Beast? did it
said
say?
the Mystic Timbers. roller
Okay,
coaster.
because the Beast owes me a pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses.
You knew what you were doing.
I know, but they flew off.
That does suck.
Coming up in just a couple of minutes here on the Bob and Tom Show, it's East Coast correspondent Allie Breen with Sexy Time. That's next.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. It's tax season, and we're all a bit tired of numbers. But here's one you need to hear. $16.5 billion. That's how much the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Now here's a good number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it. Guaranteed. Save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show on a Monday morning. This is Christopher speaking. Glad to be with you here on a Monday. Let's get a segment here with East Coast correspondent Allie Breen. Little sexy time for you on a Monday.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee. Hello. And here's Tom.
Thank you very much. And I look up at the big screen, and I see there she is. It's Allie Breen. And wait a minute. That's not your apartment, is it?
No, it looks to be a stuccoed wall, and I don't know that we've seen that.
Is this a new location?
California.
No, it's my apartment. I'm in my room. My friend Kristen's staying with me, so I'm in a new area.
Big curveball.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
Your apartment. You have an extra bedroom in that thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's tiny, but there's an extra kind of room that can be called a bedroom.
Okay, well, that's nice. I didn't know that. Usually we have to guess where Allie Breen is on any given broadcast. It can be the Caribbean, California,
Florida,
Europe,
Hamptons.
Yes, who knows? Well, you're home. It's nice to see you.
Yes.
You look terrific as always. The name of this show
Thank you,
is
guys.
Sexy Time with Allie Breen, in which we try to help you with your love trouble. And Allie, what have you got for us to start?
Dear Allie, I just moved in with my boyfriend. He travels a lot for work, so he installed security cameras all around the house, including inside. He says it's for my safety, but the inside ones feel like he doesn't trust me. And I don't love that he can watch me at any time, but does it sound shady to tell him to take them down?
Turn them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to turn them off, I think, if you're home and there. Otherwise, it's not
Right.
for your safety, I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
Well, but when you're not there, though, he wants to know if anybody's broken into the house, I guess.
Well, yeah, if she's not in the house, she could turn them back on when she leaves.
Well, but he could easily go, hey, but there's if a crime occurs while you're there and you're attacked, I want to be able to identify. Me.
Sounds like somebody's got something to hide.
I don't think so.
You have indoor cameras, don't you, Chick? Do you leave them on 24/7, no matter who's there?
Yeah.
If your friends stay over?
Does he have one in the bedroom?
Oh, I see what you're saying, Chick. You're suggesting she may have something to hide.
that's what I think, too. That's why she's
I
upset.
don't
Yeah, what
like
are you so
being watched,
paranoid about?
though. It's weird because because I walk around and talk to myself.
Get over yourself. The guy's at work. He's not watching you 24/7.
That's true.
He's selling it to his buddies for $30 a week.
Oh, sure.
Oh, my gosh.
What, you like going out to dinner or you don't?
That's right.
Yeah, that
Ruby
shower
Tuesdays are
cam
free.
is, I don't know.
Maybe he thinks she's going through his stuff when he's gone.
I don't know. It's weird. I don't think you need that many cameras
Oh, no,
if you're
no.
uncomfortable.
She could do
there's a
the Ocean's
compromise.
11 thing and put up a picture of an empty room so it always looks like she's
Yeah, that's very
That sounds
Hilarious.
good.
One of the classic gags. Yeah, I don't know. I can't conclude much from this. Josh, you think what?
I don't worry too much about this. He's not. I don't know. Yeah.
Unless you have something to hide, like they think. I don't know. It seems kind of
Right. You're
I
fine.
don't think you're hiding anything. I don't like it. I don't like being watched all the time. It is weird.
Yeah.
Well,
If-
I have good
yeah,
news for
especially
you.
if you
You're
don't
not
know.
being watched all the time. It's a paranoid.
well, but there's the opportunity to be watched all the time.
Right.
There's so many things to argue about. Quality, other than this, I think.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Or he's cheating on you, and that's why he wants to make sure
That's
you're not
ridiculous.
cheating because he's projecting.
No.
Maybe.
Now we're getting into
He'd be your
psychology
intuition.
101. Let's move on. Okay, let's get to our next letter. We haven't gotten over this one.
Dear Allie, I met a guy on Tinder who's a total F-boy. I wasn't expecting much, but he said I cast a spell on him and now he's obsessed.
Oh, God.
Isn't that what F boys say to get?
Yeah, I think
F?
3 weeks later, I totally fell for him. Then, right when I got hooked, he started to act distant.
Narcissist.
That's
Do I
enough.
need-
All right. Yeah.
Do I need to play it cool or tell him how much I love him? I can't tell what the hell he wants.
No.
As a matter of fact, don't even play it cool. Let this guy be. You deserve better
Yes,
than him.
he's a total narcissist.
I know
Get
you
away.
fell for him, and it's going to take a little. It's going to take a minute to get over him, but you don't deserve him. Or, I'm sorry, he doesn't deserve you.
Yeah, that's the game they play.
Yeah, get back on Tinder and find another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Let him go.
That's true. That's their whole move is pretending that they're
Oh, yeah.
in love with each person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's unique.
You got to punish him.
Run now.
Oh.
Punish him. Really?
What would you do?
Burn off his pubic hair when he's asleep. Something funny.
Well, in that case, you will have to just somehow charm him back into your bedroom so then you can, what was it? Burn off his pubic hair?
Talk about Tinder. I mean, gee.
By the way, if you want to reach Allie Breen for sound advice, it's ALLIBREEN, and you'll find her at various social media platforms. Well worth it. Allie is also a very fine stand-up comedian. We'll find out where she's going to be playing next, but let's get back to our mail. What have we got over there?
Dear Allie, my boyfriend doesn't wear deodorant and he thinks it's better to let people smell his pheromones. He's hot, so he gets away with it, but he seriously smells like BO. How can I convince him he needs to wear deodorant?
The McConaughey effect. Hot enough
Does
to not
Matthew
wear-
McConaughey do that?
Yeah.
Oof.
You can still wash your underarms,
Right, but even that's you still
He's
need to
right.
know.
He's right.
Very good.
Very good.
Yeah, this is a interesting thing. Napoleon famously, that letter to Josephine where he wanted her to really stink it up, he dug it that way.
I'm sorry, did it say that they're boyfriend and girlfriend here?
Yep. It's her boyfriend.
So stop
Yeah,
brushing
she
your
has to
teeth.
tell him.
And then when he says, ew, that's disgusting, be like, right? That's how you smell all the time. You look great, but you stink.
I would just say, look, you really smell bad. Why don't you get some deodorant?
Yeah. This is a touchy. Oof.
I know a guy who's allergic to deodorant. Like he just cannot wear it.
Really?
Yeah.
They have that natural crystal stuff, though,
Yeah,
that you're
it
supposed
doesn't
to wear.
work.
Yeah, and that doesn't really seem to do the trick, or at least work as well.
Yeah, but the cool part about that is you can lick his armpits and tell your future.
Yeah, there is that plus.
The good old crystal armpit.
You could carry baby wipes with you and continually just wipe all the time. I don't know. Ooh.
Well, he likes the pheromones.
Oh,
though.
he
doesn't-
likes it.
He doesn't want to wipe away any of that stuff.
Is there a chance that he's maybe like a natural kind of guy? Because that's what the pheromones thing sounds like to me. And maybe there's like peppermint oil or some weird hippie stuff that might not be for me, but maybe this could help him out. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Hopefully, just talk to him.
Yeah, there's probably some weird hippie stuff he can get. I like it when people wear that, so I know not to talk to them.
Why is he worried about his pheromones if he already has a girlfriend, though? Like for his
He may
guy
not mean it
friends,
in a
or-
sexual way.
Okay.
Maybe get together his friends and do what those things where like they do to alcoholics, where you circle the chairs. And,
A stinkervention?
yeah.
That's important.
Well, Bruce, we're all here to tell you that you smell like an ass, literally.
That's a bold opinion to have on yourself, that other people are telling you smell gross and you're like, no, I'm good. These are
Yeah.
pheromones. I
Yeah.
hope they're great.
I kind of like it. I kind of respect it.
He's got confidence, doesn't he?
From what I understand, he's going to live longer than all of us.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I will say there is something sexy about the smell of like a guy's sweat mixed with deodorant. Like, yeah, like a little bit of natural smell in there is
It's kind of a
actually
manly,
good. I think.
hey.
Yeah, you know, like a porta potty after you've sprayed it with
You like that?
the lime
Not like that.
fragrance that they keep in there. No, it's BO is BO.
Yeah, I get what Allie's saying.
Okay, all right. Let's get to our next letter. Once again, ALLIBREEN, Allie Breen. It can be reached on social media platforms everywhere with your love troubles. What have you got next?
Dear Allie, my girlfriend got me a chain with 2 charms on it with our initials for my birthday. She got one for herself, too. I'm not really a jewelry guy, but I put it on to make her happy, and I want to know, how do I get this thing off of me?
Well, what are the other
First,
kids?
you
What are
start dating someone who's more than 14.
I was going to say, what are the other kids in third grade saying?
Third grade, probably better way to go.
Good Lord.
Yikes.
Oh, can you start scratching around the jewelry to say it's a rash and you just can't do it? Because some people do have a jewelry allergy, like with nickel and stuff.
I've never seen a guy wearing a chain with 2 charms on it. Have you ever?
Mm-mm.
No.
Boy.
Man.
I would think I have a way to get out of this. Well, first off, what you should really do is just talk to her about it. But if you want to be sneaky, you can be like, hey, you know what, sweetie? I go to the gym and I change and I don't want to forget it. And so what I do is I keep it on my keys. That way I know it's always with me and I'm not going to lose it.
Willie's right.
Yeah.
You should make a keychain. Oh.
Something else, right.
Yeah.
Or pierce both your nipples.
Are you listening?
Have it
Have 'em
hanging,
dangle.
hanging between the two. Just the two of us. Yeah, no, if you're not a jewelry guy, I would never. I don't wear jewelry either. I totally get this guy. And that is, as you say, no one. I've never seen
a guy with charms. That's.
I just want to try it and see how Donnie tries to not hurt my feelings. And I know it's going to be stupid, and he would just be like, "Oh, thank you," and I'm like,
Imagine.
"Wear it."
Donnie, I bet he spends 98% of the day trying not to hurt you. It's got to just be.
He's not doing a great job.
And 2% making drawings of you with spears coming out of your head.
I prefer flames.
Aww.
Flames.
Yeah, this
side
is
of my face.
No, you just got to say, look, I don't wear jewelry. That's it. But Willie does have a pretty good solution. That's
very
That's
good.
actually rational, reasonable, and smart.
Right.
Unlike my idea of nipple rings.
You see some people who hang them around their rearview mirror.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, yeah.
To me, that's just an invitation to have your window smashed. But
especially if the burglar has the same initials as you do.
Hey, it's fake.
Allie Breen is our guest. It's sexy time here in the Bob and Tom Show. What else have you got?
Dear Allie, I've been dating this girl for a couple years and I'm ready to pop the question. I went on to ask her dad for permission. He says it's okay with him, but that it will only last 5 years.
Now we're talking marriage, not like anal, right?
That is how long her last 2 marriages lasted. I knew she'd been married a couple of times, but that was in the past. I then went and talked to her brother, who I'm close with. He also tells me both marriages, as the 5-year mark approaches, she finds faults with the marriage and wants a divorce. I love her, but I'm having second thoughts. What do you suggest?
The fact, I mean, her family just said, yeah. It's not going to last.
They
so what's
really
that
did.
say?
Wow.
Well, you can't
I mean,
judge
it buys you
this
5 years.
relationship by the other 2. That's not fair. I mean, I'd like to believe that this
Right.
would last. I
Right.
mean, I like to think that she's.
Maybe she thought the other 2 would last.
Yeah,
too.
maybe
Who
she
knows?
did.
Maybe stay engaged for 5 years.
Yeah, there you go.
Then it'll be a 10-year
Will you marry me in 2032?
Just gotta
Actually,
get past that 5-year part.
Christy and I know that guy.
Yeah,
we
sure,
do.
yeah.
Oh, I know a lot of those guys.
No, this guy's got. He's going to be in the Guinness
Yeah.
Book in about another week.
Right,
Oh,
what,
man.
30 years at least? Yeah.
You're going to do couples counseling. Like when we hit the 2.5-year mark, we're going to start doing therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't know. Good luck.
Yeah.
I feel like if this were a girl, it would be reversed. She'd be taking it as a challenge. She'd be like, oh, I'm going to be the one who breaks it. Like,
That's
I'm
true.
going to be the 10-year girl.
Yeah.
You're going to fix him.
Yeah, exactly.
That trick never
It works. Boy, that's the truth.
Okay, Allie, we got time for another letter here. Once again, we're talking with Allie Breen, ALLIBREEN. It's sexy time. Trying to help you with your romantic life. What have we
I
got?
say go for it. Get married. Enjoy your life. Don't worry about the past.
Give it a shot. Okay. Dear Allie.
And have
my
a nice
girlfriend is-
prenup.
Yes.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Have like a 5-year countdown.
Well, just have a solid prenup.
Yeah,
So
if you make it to 10, you get this percent. That's
Yeah, there you go.
that's
Exactly. It's like
romance.
scaled. Dear Allie, my girlfriend is 3 years older than me. She never treats herself to anything, and she has talked about getting some work done. Her birthday is coming up. Should I splurge and get her Botox? I mean it to be caring, but I don't want her to take it the wrong way.
Boy, that's a tricky
That is
thing.
tricky.
Ask her.
Yeah.
Don't say, hey, just go, hey, you know what, for your birthday? You've been talking about doing some kind of, what would you like most? And
do something suggestive, like have 2 giant balloons in a box when she opens it up.
There's an easy way around this.
And then draw nipples on the balloons.
There you go.
No, Tom.
Get a Sharpie, sir. Get a Sharpie.
No. There's an easy way
Hey,
around
while
this.
you're
sir.
in there getting the Botox, well, let's get the bosom a little better, okay?
The bosom.
God, you people.
What's your idea there, Kristen?
All he has to do is go to a respectable salon or spa or whatever and buy her a gift card for like
anything she wants.
Anything
this
she
isn't
wants.
a plastic surgeon thing?
Yes, and she can
That's a good
for
idea.
$500 or whatever,
Right.
and then she can choose what she wants to do without
Exactly.
you and just
That's
say, hey.
better.
So they do the Botox? That isn't a plastic surgery place?
Oh,
those are
you
not
can
at
get it
all,
done.
no.
I can have somebody over here right now do it for you.
Yeah, I get it
You can
done.
get Groupons.
Can they
for
take the
Botox.
wrinkles out of my sack?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
In fact, that'll be our next thing after the PR says. Have you been listening all
We'll
morning?
all get our sacks down. That'd
Yeah.
be great.
No, that would be the easiest way to do it.
Never mind. I can't do that joke.
Yeah, because she doesn't
I
even have
wanna
to get
hear it.
Botox. She can just get like these like
the
facials and facial peels if she wants.
The concept would be Brotox. You can take it from there. I got it.
Lengthening?
We're all on the same page. Get the wrinkles out.
We'll wind things up here in just a couple of minutes. A segment about life with Tom. You got to hear that. It's coming up next here on the Bob and Tom Show. Hope you're having a great Monday morning so far. This is Christopher here in the Bob and Tom studios with more of the Bob and Tom Show. How about a little Life with Tom? We got to find out what that's like. And some soup talk here on a Monday morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and I've got a bone to pick with you.
Well, I'll defend myself here
and
first.
Here's the second episode of Life
with
Tom.
Now, what's wrong?
This was wonderful.
So during the commercials, I'm over here explaining to you how the NFL is going to be broadcasting on Amazon Prime, starting with this Thursday's game.
Now, you weren't just explaining to... He asked.
He asked me, he said, how am I supposed to watch that? How am I supposed to watch that? I go, well... It's like you watch a movie or a TV or a series on Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
You go there, you click on it, and it opens up, and there's a slide. There'll be a slide there Thursday, or maybe now, that says, watch NFL.
And it's about, at this point...
At about that point, I look over and...
Tom, put his headphones on.
Put his headphones on, and I'm
fiddling with his teeth.
I'm as excited as anything.
Helping the man out.
I'm having a conversation with Tom, my idol, and I'm telling him things.
Well, at that point, I understood because I remember watching that show, The Widow, on Amazon Prime. So I do have that on my TV.
Maybe you could have said,
instead of saying, you know what, I got it. Thank you, Dick. Just headphones on.
Headphones on.
But rather listen.
It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Listening to your very exciting delivery. Sorry.
This has been Life with Tom.
So,
Chick goes, is there a
Thursday Night Football is no longer on NBC. Is that correct?
No, Sunday Night Football is on NBC.
Thursday Night Football, I said.
Thursday Night Football was never on NBC.
So why was it on? Wasn't it on NBC last Thursday?
That was Sunday Night Football. That's part of their Sunday Night Football act.
Oh, Tom's taking his headphones off.
But it was a Thursday. I feel like I'm one of the. It's like, who was on first?
Thursday, but it was part of the NBC package.
Oh, my Lord, that was so funny.
So from now on, the Thursdays will be on Amazon with my boy Kirk Herbstreit and Al Michaels in his hair.
Okay, now the spoon thing, I want to explain this again. We had a news story. Christy, can you review the story, please?
Yeah, in Japan, they've developed a spoon and bowl that makes your food taste saltier without adding salt. According to Sora News 24, the new tableware works by passing a specific wavelength of electricity from the surface of the utensil to the food. The ions bunch up when they touch your tongue, apparently, providing a heightened salty taste.
It's a great idea.
Expected to go on sale in 2023.
I mean, I wonder if this is going to be the future. If they can make a spoon that'll make, I don't know, it'll make a bowl of water taste like delicious soup. Oh, you laugh. They'll be playing this tape 100 years from now. The prescient mind of Tom when he suggests
tell your daddy it's water.
The famous barbecue, the famous barbecue rib spoon.
I'm not saying that it may not happen, but who's clamoring for this? You're still only ingesting a
Tell your daddy
it's criticize one of these days. It's going to taste like a delicious soup.
I mean, how convenient would that be? You go camping, you take your canteen, you pour it in a bowl, and suddenly it becomes vichyssoise.
Yeah, but you're getting no nutrients.
You have by that time you'll have a pill for that.
Tell Grandpa it's soup.
This is delicious.
Wait a minute.
Grandpa, it's a delicious soup.
Our spoon is running out of batteries. That's going to taste like water soup.
Soup so light.
That would be fun.
Oh man.
This is a real thing.
Yes, but nobody's gonna really do this.
No,
it goes on sale next year for about 2 weeks.
What would you rather
when
have?
they realize there's no demand?
Unless they're doing this because of the high sodium content in soy sauce for everybody in Japan.
This is a spoon that tastes like soup or a bowl of soup.
No, the spoon. Now, see, the spoon makes your food taste saltier.
Oh.
Can you imagine? You sit down and. Oh, damn it. I was charging my phone. I forgot to charge my spoon. I can't eat for another hour. Do you have a charger? And, of course, if Apple makes these things, they'll change the charger every time. What do you mean there's a different charger for the pepper spoon? What kind of a ripoff is this? Wow.
My God.
An electric spoon. It sounds like a band, doesn't it?
Almost
yeah.
peed my pants.
Now, I prefer it at present. I go with an acoustic spoon.
Oh, yeah.
Like an instrument.
The unplugged spoon. I think it's a great idea. As soon as this comes out, we're getting one. We're going to try it.
No.
I don't trust it.
No, what if you get shocked?
Yeah.
I mean, at DC voltage, I would think.
Yeah,
but
it's
still.
Yeah, you know, they say this electric thing, put it in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
Well, you're holding an electric phone up to your ear all the time, which is irradiating your brain, I'm sure.
No, I always speak on the speaker, and I hold it 6 feet from me.
Do you really?
Yeah, my phone calls are torturous. Everybody hates
a lot of this. What? Yeah, a lot of that.
When we were kids, remember they had the straws that were flavored? You'd put the straw in a glass of milk, and it came in your mouth as chocolate milk. It's the same thing, only slightly more sophisticated.
Okay.
Oh, it was chocolate milk.
Hey, warn me. No, it'll come in your mouth as chocolate milk.
Hey, warn me next time.
Hey, have a heads up.
I'm just telling you, this is all going to happen.
A treat.
Look.
But
what we're saying is that you just get nothing. There's no nutritional value in it.
By the time they invent this, they'll have a pill for all your nutritional stuff.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
There's no joy in any of that.
You get the joy when you get out your nice hearty beef stew spoon. Just make sure you charge it because apparently it uses electricity. But I have just received this recording. Apparently, I had no idea that the folks on Green Acres tackled this problem years ago. I had no idea. Let's give this a listen, shall we?
What is that?
Hot water soup.
Hot water soup?
Soup made out of hot water.
Just plain hot water?
What else you put in a hot water soup?
Might put a bouillon cube in it.
Why, then it wouldn't be hot water soup.
Nobody in their right mind would drink hot water soup.
I'm sorry, I kept you waiting.
Oh, boy, hot water soup.
Classic sitcom.
Laugh free.
Oh, I love Green Acres. Every time I watch it, I get a laugh. No matter when.
Yeah, because they made her look so stupid.
Oh, boy, hot water soup.
But once again, someday you'll be able to have hot water soup, maybe even cold water soup. Maybe the spoon will make it even taste. You can set the temperature on the spoon.
And then
sort of a gazpacho?
Yeah, you probably.
Eddie Albert goes, oh, for the love of.
I'd laugh at that.
He was a great American, by the way.
Why can't we just make soup?
Because it's the future, Christy.
We're out of soup.
Soup will have no place.
So you're gonna you'll be able to take your iPhone and type in on your phone the temperature of the soup that you want, the viscosity. You could say, I want this to be sort of Dinty Moore-esque, and then you take your little bowl of water and put your spoon in, and as you drink it and sip it and chew it, it'll be whatever.
Oh, you're nothing. Nobody wants this. I don't want this future.
That and a candy bar, right, Josh?
I just want to point out, Christy looked me right in the eyes just and said, that'll take care of your obesity problem.
I didn't say your obesity problem.
No.
I said of our obesity problem, as in like the nation's
Stared me right in the eyes, Beth.
I did.
Stung.
I told Josh earlier this week, I said, if you keep losing weight, all I'm going to have for you are masturbation jokes.
What if I stop doing that? Well, let's not get ridiculous.
Yeah, come on.
Look good, Josh.
That would involve some kind of very serious industrial accident. Yeah, Josh only lives from the waist up. Yeah, it's very unusual.
Speaking of accidents, authorities in Massachusetts are saying a drunk guy told officers he tried to drive across a lake
That's right. Look,
because his GPS told him to.
I thought I was driving the new Ford Jesus.
Don't you to put the Christ in Chrysler? I'll tell you what. The Jesus Chrysler.
That's better.
There you go.
The Plymouth Police Department said officers encountered the driver that had been, quote unquote, following his GPS from Mattapoisett to Brockton.
Oh, Mattapoisett.
Only to end up driving across rocks and sand before stopping at the water's edge in Hobbs Hole.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, bitch told me to turn left.
This road looks wet.
You ever been to Hobbs Hole?
Mattapoisett?
What?
Mattapoisett.
Hobbs Hole.
According to the department, officers at the scene did advise the man, quote, that common sense should prevail when GPS advises to drive through a body of water.
Is that
The
right?
34-year-old was arrested for negligent operation of a motor vehicle and operating under the influence
What'd you
of
say?
alcohol.
Negligee.
Recalculate.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Jim Rome takes on sports.
Why? Because you're not playing me.
With rapid fire takes.
Y'all went from the Super Bowl straight to the toilet bowl. He's not over the NFL. The NFL is over him.
Scorching debates.
All the good, all the bad, all the ups, all the downs.
He's the Spitfire of sports smack.
Sorry for what I said because it was appropriate when I said it, but I can't say it anymore, dude. You are killing the game.
The Jim Rome Show podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.